Charlamagne gets ambushed by Whoopi Goldberg over Hunter Biden pardon. I mean, Charlamagne gets ambushed. All right. Whole lot going on outside, man. We outside late tonight. All right. I don't like going out this late, but it is what it is. All right. Now, we know Whoopi interview. They used Charlamagne as target practice. I'm pretty sure some of y'all seen this, but I got some other clips to go on, right? Because Charlamagne apparently been out here doing devil's work, and I like to call these things out sometimes because sometimes we forget. All right, that Charlamagne is it look like he's trying to slowly turn red pill, but I think it has something to do with those allegations against him. Now let's not forget that Charlamagne, the guard, was doing devil work once upon a time. All right, and a woman accused him of taking the booty. All right, we got a video of that woman. She just outright says it. She's a bad little chick too. I call that devil's work. All right. We also have a picture of the dude that allegedly that shot old boy from United Healthcare, the CEO Brian Thompson. All right. Let's get right into the content, man. Double tap the screen on the way in the door. Let's look at this situation. I did show it briefly yesterday, but we didn't break it down.
Thank you for having me back.
I can't stand this man's face. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. He gives me weird vibes. Every time I look at this guy's face, I do get stranger danger vibes. You know? Get some weird vibes going on. You know what I'm saying? Salute the Moist Def. AKA used to be called Most Def. You know, I guess that was some Brooklyn shit. All right. Brooklyn. Stand up and take this motherfucking L. All right. I don't know where Charlamagne. I think from South Carolina, but let's see what Charlamagne talking about.
Okay, so my question is: after the election, you said that you were disappointed but optimistic. How are you feeling right now?
I feel the same way because I mean, what's the other option? Right. You know, I'm a country boy from Moncks Corner, South Carolina, raised on a dirt road. So you know, my mother was a Jehovah's Witness, my grandmother was a Baptist. So I still believe in this higher power called God. Yeah. And you know, you can't believe in God when you know things go your way, and not believe in God when things don't go your way. So at a time like this, you just got to remember your serenity prayer, which is God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Because you can't change nothing.
I like that. Yeah.
So ain't that what the crackheads got to talk? They got to say that when they don't want to smoke crack, right?
The wisdom to know the difference.
Bansky Black, they understand. Salute.
Right?
We can't change anything.
Can't.
I mean, you know,
not yet.
Well, 4 years from now, I guess.
or two. You never know. But let me ask you this: like Trump's campaign ads for some, they're saying that.
Give me 1 second. Let me refresh this. Let me stop sharing that for 1 second. Let me refresh my screen because I want y'all to get all this Kool-Aid. We slinging it tonight. That's fact. That's a fact. We outside. All right. Now I got that thing refreshed. Your truth, my opinion in the building. Hood TMZ. Is that real hood? Because I do be resetting these wrenches, man. Hood. Make sure that's the real hood. Put this tool on. Salute, bro. Wisdom to know the difference. Sound like some crackhead. Sound like a Grapo program saying. He's solid, Mac. Hey, yo. Oh, okay. All right. Hood. Oh. Shit. I thought I was sharing with y'all my screen. I wasn't even sharing my screen. My bad, y'all. Let's see what we do. They try to ambush my son. Greaseball. I'm gonna break him down tonight though. We're gonna feed Charlamagne to the fucking wolves tonight, I swear.
Saying, quote, Kamala supports taxpayer-funded sex.
How the fuck did this get back in my computer? How the fuck did this picture get back in my computer? Is Ming out here? Big Trey's in the building. Salute, Trey's. Is Ming in the chat? I can't see the chat. I could just see like I could see. I had to go to the YouTube shit specifically to give Hood TMZ his wrench back. But I don't know how this picture got into my computer. Ain't gonna lie. I erased it. I erased that and the other pictures that's like it. Like see, I don't know how I got back into my computer. But yeah, that's Meek Mill in the cage. We'll get back to that later. All right.
Exchange.
And Tupac in the bikini.
Changes for prisoners. You say that line was taken out of context. I know it was, but it went on to become one of his most effective campaign ads. I'm also
How is that taken out of context? It was literally what she said.
Featured in one of his campaign ads.
You might have been 1 and 2.
Yeah. I was. He texted me and let me know that.
Context. No.
No, it wasn't. But what were you actually saying in the clip? And can you please explain that? And how does it make you feel that the campaign used you like that?
Well, it's never good to be taken out of context, but I was explaining.
Who's that woman? Is that Harriet Tubman on the shirt?
To my listeners how effective I thought the actual ad was. Like, the ad was effective before I was in it. I was just sitting at home watching football and I saw it and I was like, whoa. And so I knew the immediate reaction was going to be, people were going to say, hell no, I don't want my taxpayer dollars going to that. So I was explaining that to my listeners. So, it never feels.
She literally said that that's what she was going to do.
Good to be taken out of context. But what I didn't like the most was that they
Hold
didn't
on.
do it.
Charlamagne, bring your bald head self over here.
Don't every time y'all see Charlamagne, don't y'all get some vibes like sing like. My favorite clip. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
What part?
I know it's annoying, but I gotta play it.
Were you taken out of context? He still haven't mentioned what context he was actually in. I saw the commercial. Kamala Harris, clear as the noonday sun, was literally in an interview saying that they're going to pay for transition surgery for illegal aliens and people who are incarcerated for committing crimes against other people. And then he got on the Breakfast Club and said, this is outrageous. Heck no, nobody. That's completely ridiculous that she would say this. This is terrible. What other context, Charlamagne? I don't understand these people of the melanin. Sometimes they are the most disingenuous folk that you ever gonna meet. Charlamagne, why?
Once they start shaping their eyebrows up and wearing blonde hair tops, it's over. I'm telling you, man. I thought it was over with the tight pants, but
can't you just be honest and say it was just terrible that she said it? Nobody really wants that. I like all the other policies or whatever you want to say. Why you gotta act like he took you out of context, bro? Everybody saw the context. We saw the Breakfast Club show. Roll the clip.
Anything to combat it.
Right.
I would have ran the same ad and just said,
It's called Pi, and if that sounds familiar to you, it's probably because you've seen their ads everywhere. It's an ad blocker that works on Twitch, YouTube, Amazon.
no.
Donald Trump, what is it? Donald Trump supports. What was it?
He was the one that was supporting tax.
Yes, Donald Trump supports taxpayer-funded sex changes for prisoners. I would have ran the same ad because it was legislation under him as well. And you know what else I would have did if I was her campaign? Since Donald Trump used me, I would have used Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan said Donald Trump was a threat to democracy. Joe Rogan said he thought Donald Trump was, I think, unhinged.
Tit for tat bullshit.
Was the quote.
Right.
You got to mix it up. You got to get dirty with these.
You have great boasts that start talking about politics, man. I think that if you get accused, if a woman accuses you of taking her butt, if a woman accuses you of some shit like that and it never gets cleared up, I think that you should be out of certain conversations, especially when it's related to politics, considering how big his podcast is.
People, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to muddy the waters a little bit, cause confusion.
Yeah. Let me ask you something that's going around right now. A lot of this conversation about President Biden getting criticized from both sides of the awful pardon.
Watch, this is the setup so they could target him. I'm telling you, man, These whores right here, some witches, right? On The View. These bitches is hardcore. Let me tell you something, man. If you a feminine ass nigga, right, they not for you. But I do got a commercial for you.
Between your shower and this, you need this. FDS Feminine Deodorant Spray has powder to absorb moisture.
You gotta have your boots strapped up with these hoes. They witches. They'll set your ass up, man. And look at his face. He knows he's getting set up, but yet he wanted to take that tab. Because trust me, he didn't pay them to get up on that show. They paid him.
His son.
Just to have that black media guy. I mean, it was either him or DL Hughley that would have took this position right here. I'm gonna keep it real. God's work. All right, for real. Because these two niggas is the staunchest opposers of the black man. For black men, the Charlamagne is worse than Tyler Perry.
Hunter, after repeatedly saying he would never do it, and a lot of people are saying that it's hypocritical, etc., as if the other side doesn't do it. But what's your reaction to it?
I mean, I think all of the criticism is valid because Democrats stand on this moral high ground all the time, and they act so self-righteous. The reality is, he didn't have to say anything in regards to whether or not his son wanted to be part of it.
Type 1 in the chat if you were President Biden, right? And Hunter Biden was your son, would you have pardoned him? Type 1 if you.
You could have said, "Hey, man, I'm not focused on that right now." But since they were calling Trump,
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna give you a spoiler alert. I would have fucking pardoned my son. Hell yeah. I don't give a fuck if it was murder. But I ain't the president.
A threat to democracy, and they were saying that nobody's above the law, but they were speaking about him. That's what they were running on. So when he kept saying things like, nobody's above the law, I respect the jury's decision in regards to my son.
Look at these whores. They want to hunt him down. I'm telling you, they are rigid right now.
He didn't believe that, but he didn't have to volunteer that lie to begin with.
I'm going to stop you for a second.
Uh-oh.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I'll be roasting the fuck out of Oprah. I mean, the other one, Whoopi. But she gives me
only because you don't know that it was a lie. We don't know.
I feel like Whoopi's above corporate power. I feel that the opinions that Whoopi say is Whoopi's opinions. They're not triggered by or forced by the network.
Whoopi cushion, Whoopi gold turds, whatever you want to call her.
Hey, Whoopi Goldberg gums because they black.
Ma'am, stop. That man flat out said.
Every time I see Whoopi, I'll be like, show, not a serious channel.
I will not pardon my son. He didn't say that I'm leaning towards not. He didn't say it's a possibility that I won't. He said, I will not. They say, do you respect the jury's decision? I respect the jury's decision. I will not pardon my son. He said it. He meant it. Case closed. I mean, allegedly he meant it. Clearly he didn't because he totally pardoned his son. But then you can't say because now here's another thing. Now he's saying, oh, it was because it was a political attack. You didn't think it was a political attack when he was happening to him? When he was going to trial? When we were talking about this? You didn't think it was a political attack? It
was a political attack when Trump got his fucking ear damn near shot off.
Come before the people and explain why all of a sudden he changed his mind if he don't want people to think it's a lie. Whoopi just can't handle the truth of the matter. Y'all lied. Y'all said all this stuff. Now you look like a fool with an egg on your face. Roll the clip.
He changed.
You really think he just changed his mind over Thanksgiving weekend all of a sudden?
I'm going to tell you what I think.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he changed his mind because he got sick of watching everybody else get over.
He changed his mind so he pardoned his son. Well, Whoopi's saying, what they're clapping to right now, is that the president of the United States turned his eye to his crack smoking, meth smoking, crack weighing, coke, trap house residing, gun slinging Hunter Biden, grabbing him by the ass, pussy, and tits. Hunter Biden. Hunter is the most reckless fucking man ever to find aristocracy. Do you know what aristocrats are? Those are family members that's born into politics. He's disgusting. He's more disgusting than watching what was Saddam Uday and the other dude, Saddam Hussein's sons. Man, them motherfuckers was some wild ass niggas. Oh yeah, them niggas drove fast cars, sniffed cocaine, killed bitches. They did all that shit. That's Hunter Biden. Imagine the shit we don't know about Hunter. Come on, man. We got videos of Hunter jerking his dick, being in a tub, butt naked, smoking fucking crack. All right? Hunter Biden. All right? And her excuse, Whoopi gold turds, excuse is that, well, he's seen everybody else doing it. All right? Everybody else is jumping off the fucking roof. Do I jump off with everybody else? If everybody else is weighing up meth in the hotel with a box of Newports on the floor,
else get over.
He got tired of watching everybody else get over. So let me stuff my pockets.
Over Thanksgiving weekend, all of a sudden.
I'm going to tell you what I think.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he changed his mind because he got sick of watching everybody else get over.
Now that's Whoopi. That ain't the network.
And this is just my feeling, because at some
There you go. That's just my feelings.
point you get to the place where you just go, so I'm just going to follow the straight and
Alfie salute, Linsky's
narrow.
Macatizak, you know what I mean?
Always. Because that's what's expected of Democrats.
But that's their fault. They're the ones that they're the ones that go out there and they stand on this moral high ground.
Listen,
they don't have to do that.
I'm a Democrat.
Man, Charlamagne is starting to sound more like Eric Adams every day to me. Red pill.
Tell me what the moral high ground is.
The moral high ground is nobody's above the law. I respect what the jurors are saying.
Okay, Charlamagne the rapist. I mean, excuse me. We're going to get into that video in a second. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to buck for him for a little while because I hate the view more than I hate him. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to show you why he's been accused of taking the punani from women. He don't have to do that.
We're mad at him because he changed his.
Oh, no. By the way, I'm not mad at him pardoning
But
Hunter
you sound
Biden.
like you're
No.
If I can get in on this, I actually think it went for.
Yo, look at Whoopi. She be coming in hot. Hold up.
So we're mad at him because he changed his.
Oh, no. By the way, I'm not mad at him pardoning
But
Hunter
you sound
Biden.
like you're.
No.
Wow, she won't even let him finish his sentence. I love it.
Oh, no. By the way, I'm not mad
Make the grid today. Salute,
at
bro.
him pardoning
But
Hunter
you sound
Biden.
like you're.
No.
If I can get in on this, I actually think it went
Being dismissive. You know how liberal left do. Them lunatic motherfuckers. They never let you finish a sentence.
further, and this is one thing we really disagree.
They get their feelings involved, it's over.
Joe Biden made a point of saying we stand by our institutions
Yes, I
and the
understand all that.
impartiality of the Department of Justice.
Yes.
Democrats ran on that.
Somebody said she could get it. That's what they said. I say, I'm married.
Same DOJ indicted Hunter Biden.
My wife will kill this whore.
How we shouldn't be saying it's corrupt like Donald Trump does. But then in his statement pardoning Hunter Biden, he says that it was a political pursuit by his own
Allegedly.
Can you explain to me why it is that when Joe Biden does something,
God damn, every time she opened her fucking mouth, I get this vibe. Double tap the screen, man. I'm about to start my shit. Whoop that trick. Got him, whoop
that trick. Get him, whoop that trick. Get him, whoop that trick. Get him, whoop that trick. Get him, whoop that trick.
Every time Whoopi open her mouth, I get that vibe. But I'll get to that later. Let's get back.
Yeah. Everybody clutches their pearls. He's wrong.
Nobody
he lied.
has criticized Donald Trump more than me or Charlamagne.
I'm sorry. Yeah, people have criticized him more. I've criticized him more. We've all criticized him more. But you're missing my question. Okay. My question is,
Whoopi, she leaned in. See, this is what you call Debo. She's trying to Debo the panel into her position of thinking. I think that some of the women is honestly like kind of listening to Charlamagne.
Yeah, people have criticized him more. I've criticized him more. We've all criticized him more. But you're missing my question. My question.
You see that? I'm telling you, body language. See how she leaned in towards the
criticized him. Well, we've all criticized him, but you're missing my question.
There you go. There you go. That's her G-check and her motherfucking peasants. I'm gonna keep it real. Sherry Shepherd worked on this show, right? I used to go pick her up from this show every fucking morning, 5 days a week, and bring her to the newlywed game, right? And the complaints that I've heard, I'm not going to repeat what she said, because I am technically still under NDA, but it wasn't nice.
Okay.
It was all complaints, politics.
My question is, what is it that makes people flip out with Joe, but we don't have the same kind of thing?
Well, I don't think people are flipping out with Joe.
They are flipping out with Trump. Everything that Trump does, they flip out. They try to kill a man a few times. Okay, they flipping out. They pretty much fucking flipping out. All right? And here y'all rant.
Like vanilla ice, the people are sick of me. They put my boom boom down in 4 months. My butt'll be back in Canada working a day job with a burger crown.
When I hear them talk, what the fuck are you talking about? You know, they absolutely target
I think
Trump.
Democrats are flipping out with Joe because
why wouldn't they? I mean, listen, man. If Trump was the let's say for instance, Trump's son was running around, you know, being accused of fucking, you know, assaulting women, running guns, smoking crack, just out of control, and he dared pardon his son. Now they're gonna say, well, he pardoned his, you know, another family member. I forgot who it was, maybe brother-in-law or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's not his child. All right.
the Democrats believe
crack smoking child who's in bed with Ukraine like a motherfucker. Oh yeah. The Ukraine of some Hunter Biden, man. His money's wrapped up in it. Why do you think they keep on like pushing this war thing? Why do you think that Putin and Trump want to sit down and say, yo, everybody just take a chill pill, right? While Zelensky and Biden want a war. They the ones that's pumping this shit. They the ones that's pumping it. So you have to start thinking, what is Hunter Biden's, Joe Biden's, that whole entire family? What's their end game? Because they are on their way out the door. The same way Obama walked out of the door with millions of dollars, that's how they trying to walk out. That's it. You don't see nobody on a witch hunt for Obama's money. But trust me when I tell you, when Trump sit down, they're going to be on a witch hunt for the rest of that money that Kamala fucked up from the donors and the sponsors. Hundreds of millions of dollars missing.
Believe that they don't represent what he's currently representing, but that's just not true. That's why I say they stand on this moral high ground that simply does not exist. And I think this is also the problem when we pick sides, right? We've turned political parties into teams. I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. Ain't nobody more delusional than me, right? Okay. I feel like we're going to the Super Bowl every year, but I'm not delusional. Well, no, that is delusional. But when it comes, but when it comes to political parties, if you pick a side, right? If you say you're a Democrat, if you say you're a Republican, you refuse to be objective about anything.
That's why I'm an independent.
Yes, but
Y'all, hold on. First of all, she's not an independent. Second of all,
they love saying that shit when they don't want to commit to a fucking a point.
He didn't just get a pardon, right? He got a blanket pardon for everything for the last 11 years. So if he just got pardoned on the 2 crimes that he was convicted of more recently, and it is what it is, that wouldn't even be, that'll be silly. It would be distasteful, but that wouldn't be as bad as what he actually did. He said he's not going to pardon his son. He gave him a blanket pardon for anything that could come up, that has come up for the last 11 years. Why 11 years? Because that's when he was implicated in Burisma, all of that financial crimes that he did, all the financial crimes that he did allegedly related to his tax evasion. All of those things happened in the last 11 years. We had whistleblowers come out, Bob Alinsky came out, the 10% to the big man, all of that stuff that a real FBI would investigate and prosecute. He made his son exempt from prosecution of anything that may arise. It's insane. Roll it.
But that's not a monolith. We're not Democrats.
Well, some people, just to play devil's advocate, some people might argue that they predict that Trump is going to fucking, target him. Once he sit down, he's going to really come for him.
Monolith.
Why can't you say when Democrats are wrong? And why can't Republicans say when Republicans are wrong?
I'll tell you when
Now, look, Whoopi, look at Whoopi.
Democrats.
So you don't think Joe Biden is wrong?
No, I don't. And can I just point this out to you? The president has a pardon power.
In the body language. Now look at Joy.
Right?
I didn't say you were ridiculous, Ms. Goldberg.
Yeah,
I would never. I said that. I just think that.
Think about it. Just think about it this way.
Uh-oh. What we got going on here? We got some real fake shit going on. Give me 1 second, all right? Double tap the screen and go to the top right, hit the 3 dots. That's where the like button is at. Subscribe. It's free. We about to hunt this motherfucker Charlamagne down, all right? I'm about to show y'all some disparaging news about this brother here, the so-called brother from another mother, all right? No, Trump was selling pardons at $2 million, man. That's a hell of a business move. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're gonna do crime, you might as well do it the right way, right? Hello.
Now they hunching on the TV.
Can you reframe it in this way? Think about it maybe in this way. The president has the ultimate pardon power. Every president has done this, right? Yeah. And so people are saying is that Joe Biden is now a liar, as opposed to Joe Biden is someone who now knows that the person that is going to be in the White House is on a revenge tour and his son is on an enemies list. And so he is using his rightful power.
Okay, well, I just said the same shit.
His rightful political power to pardon his son. Now, is that a lie?
I told you that will be the blanket statement for that. The only reason he's doing it that way, well, listen, okay, first you'll say the only reason that he's pardoning him is because of this. And the only reason that he's pardoning him for this amount of years is because of this. It's going to be an excuse no matter what,
Or is that perhaps...
And Trump is going to be at the end of the sentence, honestly. You know what I mean? Like, all else fails, blame Trump. When Trump is worried about fucking stopping a war, y'all will...
being pragmatic, having a change of opinion, as opposed to the president-elect who has lied almost 40,000 times during his...
There we go. The stock fucking argument. All else fails, blame Trump.
First term.
Well, I can't say what it is because I'm not in
the moral high ground. Like, what's the faux outrage?
Neither one of them have the moral high ground. That's what I'm trying to get everybody to understand. But when you are a diehard Democrat or a diehard Republican, you refuse to be objective about the other party. Like, it's like we're watching them do something wrong, but we're making excuses for it. We watch Republicans do things wrong and they make excuses for it. Why can't we just all be objective and call it what it is?
Because it's not balanced.
It's not the same.
But the girl over here talking about she an independent. All these women are Democrats and they're stupid, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. I have the freedom to say that. I think they stupider than 8 left shoes on a 10-legged man. But they are being disingenuous. They are using their platform to try to defend him. It's indefensible. They still won't bring up the fact that it was 11-year pardon. They still won't bring up that fact. It's not a man thinking that all of a sudden Donald Trump is going to be on a revenge tour. No. Next thing he's going to just trying to do, he just pardoned Hunter right now because Hunter about to go to jail like next month. So he had to get that out the way. He's going to pardon his brother. You just wait. He's going to pardon a whole bunch of other people that could be implicated in this. He may even pardon his wife. I don't know what she's wait. Very last, he's trying to pardon Trump so Trump can have a little grace on him.
I heard that he's not the first person that said that. Now, let's get a little bit more into the Charlamagne thing, right? Salute everybody here. If you're on the Trump train, type ones in the chat. Show these people that y'all ain't no bots because they playing bot games out here. So if you ain't no bot, type ones in the chat. All right. We're going down the rabbit hole tonight. All right. Here you go. I'm going to start it up. You on that Trump train, type ones. Spam the chat with ones. If you ain't a bot, spam the chat once and tell me your city, man, so I can start highlighting some of your cities that's here with me.
Time for lefties losing it. Remember when Trump tried to get the esteemed journalists of 60 Minutes to actually do their job and cover the Hunter Biden laptop story in the lead up to the 2020 election?
You know, this is 60 Minutes, and we...
Spam the chat with ones if you're a real person. If you're on that Trump train, especially, man, let them know that we're going strong out here. All right. This is a highly biased channel.
We can't put on things we can't verify.
You won't put it on because it's bad for Biden.
We can't put on things we can't verify.
Leslie, I don't have to discredit you.
But that's what
You've discredited yourself.
You told me that.
Leslie, you've discredited yourself. When you say that you're not going to cover Biden, you're going to ask them what flavor ice cream he has.
Spam the chat with ones on the way in the door. Flyboy 718. Salute.
Yes. Okay. Instead of why did Hunter get $3.5 million from Moscow? Instead of why is an energy company paying your son $183,000 a month or whatever they're paying him, and he has no experience in energy? You know, you discredit yourself. I don't have to discredit you.
So this story about Hunter and his laptop, some repair shop found it. The source is Steve Bannon and Rudy Giuliani.
The source is Steve Bannon and Rudy Giuliani. Can you believe that nonsense? And she wasn't done discrediting herself yet. She's supposed to be the very best, among the very best, the cream of the crop. Can you see why trust in the media is at record lows?
What comes to mind immediately with Enclave?
My bad, y'all.
There's a multitude of different things.
And you're making this one of the hottest, most important issues in the rallies.
It's a very important issue to find out whether or not a man's corrupt, who's running for president, who's accepted money from China and from Ukraine and from Russia.
Talk to me.
All these
I think
things
that's
have
an
been
important issue.
investigated and
It's incredible the way you can try and say this and sit there and look me in the eye and say it. He accepted money, his family, from Russia, from Ukraine, from China, and from other places. His brother, who didn't have experience, became a big builder in Iraq.
Let's get to the Whoopi shit. My bad, y'all.
It's logic, if you can call it that.
I've stopped calling it a lie. Okay. Well, here's what it says. It's a precedent for all of us to open our eyes because we've elected someone who is in a similar
Hey, what city are you in? Type it in the chat. And if you're on that Trump train, type ones in the chat.
situation, who didn't have a drug problem, who knew what he was doing, who clearly stood and said, I can do this. And he did it. So I think for many, many reasons,
You're making excuses for these motherfuckers.
this is very different than any other situation that we have ever dealt.
Now we've got Jon Stewart, another lefty, losing it, but at least he did try to inject a little humor into proceedings.
Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up. Or go to the top right, hit the 3 dots. That's where the like button is at.
Sure, as usual with Jon Stewart, he's years late to the party. He said nothing about this.
Breaking news, President Biden has issued a pardon for his son, Hunter Biden.
Double tap the screen and go to the top right, hit the 3 dots. Let's get the likes up, please. Let's get the likes past 100, man. Y'all out here acting crazy, you know what I'm saying? And I'm crying. My soul is just in pain right now. Yeah, man. Yeah.
We were so close.
You know what? It may be a little gutless to finally be showing some interest in the Hunter Biden laptop story and what it all means, but at least Stewart is funny here.
I'm sure the pardon is a narrowly written, precisely drawn farewell note of compassion for a loved one.
The pardon sweeping, covering offenses that Hunter Biden, quote, has committed or may have committed or taken part in over the past 11 years.
"11 years is a very specific." and not rounded amount of time. So, Hunter, I'll give you a pardon. A few years, 5 years, 10 years. It needs to be 11.
Joining me now is Sky News contributor Kosha Gator. Kosha, let's start in New York City, where the mayor there, Democrat Mayor Eric Adams, is now siding with Donald Trump on the illegal immigration issue. You can't get any.
Of course he is. We knew he was. We've been seeing Eric Adams got red pilled. It's up.
Clear than this message.
That's why crime went down in New York overnight.
Are here committing crimes, robberies, shooting at police officers, raping innocent people, have been a harm to our country. I want to sit down and hear the plan on how we're going to address them. Those are the people I am talking about, and I would love to sit down with the Board of Czar and hear his thoughts on how we're going to
they about to tear New York the fuck up.
Address those who are harming our citizens.
Kosha, this comes after the New York governor, Kathy Hochul, made similar remarks. It seems like they're appreciating now that Trump's mandate is overwhelming. This is what people even in blue city, New York want.
That's quite something. We also have those mayors that are saying they'll go to jail before they're.
All right, check it out. I got something else to show you. All right, your man Biden, Trump responds to the whole pardon situation, right? We obviously know what his opinion is going to be on it. You know what I'm saying? But like Officer Tatum was saying, I don't think that Biden is not going to pardon Trump as well.
This morning, President Biden is
only because he know that Trump gonna come for his ass.
En route to Angola after a holiday weekend spent with family on Nantucket, stopping briefly in Washington in between and announcing he's pardoning his son, Hunter. Hunter was convicted of lying on a form about his drug use when he purchased a gun, and in a separate case, agreed to.
Let's double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up. All right. Do me a favor and get the likes up. Double tap the screen and go to the top right and hit the 3 dots. Let's get them likes past 100.
Plead guilty to tax charges. Biden argues his son.
I didn't even know there was a gun involved. My boy like playing with them pistols too. Look at his face. He just looked like a little fucking spoiled ass old man.
Hunter was convicted of lying on a form about his drug use when he purchased a gun, and in a separate case, agreed to plead guilty to tax charges. Biden argues his son's charges came about only after several of my political opponents in Congress instigated them to attack me.
Yeah, right. He has a long ass history of this shit.
And oppose my election. The president's decision is a reversal from a position he held for months.
And have you ruled out a pardon for your son?
Yes. The pardon goes beyond Hunter's gun and tax charges, also covering offenses against.
Yeah, they got some bots in my chat. Because how the fuck do I got direct traffic, direct or unknown, 58%. 58%. 40% is in the shorts feed. If you found me in the shorts feed, type 1. If y'all found this video in the shorts feed, type 1. Somebody just botted my channel. If you found me in the shorts feed, spam the chat with 1s. Let's go. Let's go. If you was just in the shorts feed and you were scrolling and you found this channel, type 1s. All right? It's a lot of y'all. Type 1s. Type 1s. Type 1s. Somebody trying to bot my channel. There's a lot of real people here. You mad? You personally offended? Suck my dick. Salute. We got a lot of people here. And type the hit the participants tab at the top if you're on YouTube. And see how many people's here. Should be it's like 20 of y'all that just typed. There should be more than 20 people. All right. Somebody botted my channel. I'm about to snitch on my own channel again so they could go fix that up.
The United States, which he has committed or may have committed or taken part in during the period from January 1, 2014 through December 1, 2024. The chairman of the House Oversight Committee, a Republican, accuses Biden of skirting accountability. Democratic House Representative Greg Stanton of Arizona also criticized Biden's decision, saying Hunter committed felonies and was convicted by a jury of his peers. Biden is not the first president to use his pardon powers before leaving office. President Clinton pardoned a former business partner and his.
Hey, reasonably decent. You can suck my penis. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll let you live for a little while. But look, now I'm timing you out. so you can hear me talk about you and you can't type. See? Now, if you found this video from the shorts feed, type 1 in the chat and double tap the screen. You're going to see a big ass thumb pop up. If that don't work, go to the top right, hit the 3 dots. Now, reasonably decent. You're reasonably hidden now. Okay? 86,000 seconds. If you don't know how to calculate, that's until tomorrow sometime. Goofy.
Half-brother Roger Clinton.
Found this video from the shorts feed. Type 1s in the chat. Spam the chat with 1s. Feel free to type how many you want.
President Trump pardoned Charles Kushner.
Everybody except for reasonably decent. That's the only piece of shit in my chat. All the rest of y'all is cool.
His son-in-law's father, and just announced as Trump's pick for ambassador to France. In response,
in case you don't know, this is how you do live streams, okay? You don't let nobody come to your channel, which is essentially your living room or something, right? And disrespect your couch, all right? Just that simple. If you're on that Trump train, type 1s too. But let's get the likes all the way up because that does good for the algorithm. They'll send another 100 people in there. If everybody get the likes up, all right? So double tap your phone screen, and it should give a like. All right. Salute to y'all that's here with me.
response to Biden's
subscribe to the channel. It's free.
Trump wrote, "Does the pardon given by Joe to Hunter include the January 6th hostages?" Addressing
those left side lunatics, man, them liberal lunatics. You know what I mean? They don't know how to, wrangle down their emotions, so they come here with the bullshit.
Promise he campaigned off of. Trump has also promised to go after those he considers political enemies and has announced plans to fire FBI Director Christopher Wray, replacing him with longtime ally Kash Patel, who has vowed to help the president-elect with his plan for retribution.
Yeah, I'm different over here, I have commercials for emotional men when they come over here with that emotional bullshit,
Between your shower and this, you need this. FDS Feminine Deodorant Spray has powder to absorb moisture. Use it every day to feel...
Yeah, because there's some men, sometimes with the panties, that wear the panties with the dick holes in it, they come with their emotions, all right? And they want to think this is church or something, all right? This is fucking YouTube. Entertain, and I answer questions too. So if it's smart, I'll answer the shit. See? Respect, Mac Mean, and chat. That's my boy Charles Pitts. All right. Al Stone, hey King, you the first to truly break it down instead of demanding keep that approach. I felt more compelled to. Salute to you. You know what I'm saying? But they hide the like button on the vertical lives, so you gotta constantly tell the people. You know what I'm saying? That's why I asked him, did you get here from the shorts feed? All right. That's why you see the numbers jump that way, because they just send notifications out. The more likes y'all do, the more people they send out. All right. I am a fisherman, and your mother licks balls with the curry goat. All right. Salute to you.
His son in the Bureau of Prisons within the power and control of Donald Trump, a political rival. It was probably something as a father he needed to do to protect his son.
Hunter Biden potentially...
Most people would have. Let's keep it real. Let's not act stupid. Don't act like that you wouldn't, pardon your child, no matter what the consequences are.
Faced decades in prison.
Overall, no matter what, we could call Biden the worst president around. We could call him the lamest dude, but he's a good father in some way, or a guilty father. Ooh.
In a statement, he said he will not take this decision for granted and will devote the life he has rebuilt in his sobriety to helping those who are sick and suffering. Christiane Cordero, ABC News, Washington.
Now, I'm going to show you somebody who really didn't like this shit, right? That was Senator Kennedy. And this is different. This is a congressional hearing, right? Let me explain something to you, right? This is different than us blogging and giving our opinions. Check what look at the real breakdown.
Mr. Hunter Biden did not pay taxes on $1 million in 2014 and 2015. And he deducted payments from his income tax for personal expenses when he did file.
We did have a personal breakdown of what he actually spends, disgusting amounts of money on bullshit.
for hookers, for a Lamborghini, for strip clubs, for sex clubs, for porn website memberships. Why did
Absolutely, Jamil. I'm Jamie. Some people would say that it's treason, but then some other people will argue that most presidents pardon people that they knew.
the Department of Justice let the statute of limitations run
As you well know,
so
Senator.
you can't prosecute? Mr. Hunter Biden walks free on not paying taxes on $1 million from 2014 and 15 because the Department of Justice let it happen, right?
Salute to you, Ron.
Your current budget, by my calculations, is $48.3 billion. Is that right?
Wow.
The budget request is for $37.8 billion. The FY
budget request for
25 budget, and that would constitutes a 3.5% increase over.
But with mandatory spending, your budget's 48.3. Is that right?
I don't have the number for including mandatory, but I'll certainly be able to get back to you for that.
Well,
I told you I watched this chat, man. If you say anything dumb, I'm gonna just shoot you. You type all chat, all capitals, somebody with a blue wrench is gonna shoot you. So just behave.
Let's take out mandatory.
Yeah.
Your discretionary budget right now is $37.8 billion.
The FY25 request is for 37.8.
That's not what I'm asking.
37.8 billion.
I'm sorry.
Now this is Garland. All right, this is the AG to stand and do it. We getting them the fuck up out of here.
What's your current budget?
Well, it's 3.5% less than that. So I can take out my calculator and do the math, but I don't have it in front of me.
All right. Well, let me put it another way. You're asking for an extra $460.
Zero. What's up, baby? What's up, baby?
$7 million. Is that right?
In the increased amount of money that we're asking for, that's approximately right. Yes.
Okay. To your knowledge, in the past, let's say 40 years, has the Department of Justice ever come before Congress and said, we don't need any more. We're going to make it with what we've got in light of the fiscal circumstances in the country?
I normally wouldn't want to speculate, but in this case, I can't imagine that the Department of Justice, facing increasing threats every year, violent crime, threats to our national security, drug trafficking threats.
Is that a no?
I don't know the answer, but I think it would be surprising if the department ever asked for less money. I think that would be not responsible.
You talked in a little bit in your testimony, General, about guns, and you've been very outspoken about the need for more gun control. With respect, and if you don't mind me asking, do you own a gun?
I don't.
Okay. Have you ever fired a
Ooh. Ooh.
gun?
Many times.
Okay. Do you have 24-hour security?
I do.
My bad, y'all.
Okay. Let me ask you about fentanyl, because that's a huge problem, and I know you're worried about it, as are we.
Setting his dumb ass up.
And we've, of course, got a problem with the precursor chemicals coming into Mexico to the Mexican cartels who manufacture the fentanyl and send it into the United States. Isn't a big part of the problem that if you took the Mexican drug cartels and turned them upside down and shook them, that President Lopez Obrador would fall out of their pockets?
Well, I'll leave the metaphor aside. The department has said that we do not have an investigation of the president of Mexico.
Do you think President of Mexico is our friend?
We need cooperation from Mexico. Mexico has been somewhat cooperative with respect to our fight against the cartels, not as helpful as I wish they were, but without their cooperation, we
the motherfuckers cooperating now.
Can't be successful in destroying the cartels.
Why wouldn't the president go to President Lopez Obrador and say, no offense, but the fentanyl problem is killing Americans. The illegal immigration problem is hurting Americans. If you don't cooperate with us, and he clearly hasn't been, and he's not afraid of us, we're going to implement tariffs on Mexico until you do.
Jamie, salute. Let me refresh this real quick. All right, I got it back up. All right, salute to everybody that's here. Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up. Go to the top right, hit 3 dots, or double tap the screen. All right.
I think there are many ways to encourage cooperation from another country.
If you're on that Trump train, let's type ones in the chat. Let's get a head count. Let's see how many people. If you're on that Democrat train, type 2. All right.
But that would do it.
If you're on no train, type 3.
Wouldn't it?
I don't know whether that would do it or whether...
You don't think that would get his attention?
I am not a diplomat. I'm not a foreign affairs strategist. I know we need their support and cooperation.
Yeah.
I don't know whether that would be positive or negative.
So we just ask politely.
Well, we do more than that, but
Right.
considerably more than that.
Let me
I
answer-
don't know the answer to your
Okay.
high
Let
level.
me ask you one last question in my 14 seconds. I've been dying to ask you this question.
How long have you been dying to ask me this question?
Long time. Long time.
I would actually, what do you think he's going to ask him? But fuck that. Let's go.
Mr. Hunter Biden did not pay taxes on $1 million in 2014 and 2015. And he deducted payments from his income tax for personal expenses when he did file.
Now watch the number up. This motherfucker is a bad boy, man.
For hookers, for a Lamborghini, for strip clubs, for sex clubs, for porn website memberships. Why did the Department of Justice let the statute of limitations run?
As you well know,
So
Senator.
you can't prosecute?
As you well know, Senator, that investigation is being conducted by Mr. Weiss, who was appointed by President Trump to be the U.S. Attorney in
Wow, they can't do nothing without trying to blame Trump.
Delaware.
Saying who handled it, who told them to handle it.
Much of the investigation they're talking about occurred during the previous administration under Mr. Weiss. Mr. Weiss has continued his investigations. He's now a special counsel. He will issue a report which
So are
will
you saying
explain
it's
those-
Trump's fault?
Which will explain. No, I don't know whether there's fault or not. Mr. Weiss will explain this in his report.
But we can't. Mr. Hunter Biden walks free on not paying taxes on $1 million from 2014 and 15 because the Department of Justice let it happen, right?
I'm not going to comment on decisions made.
Hey, yes, motherfucker.
Made in a pending investigation. In the end, Mr. Weiss will issue a report. I will provide the report. To
Now it's a pending investigation, but when you had questions that you felt comfortable answering, it wasn't a pending investigation. Answered everything else except for the shit that you just felt that you didn't want to answer.
Congress, you'll be able to question Mr. Weiss as to his reasoning, and he will be able to.
Wasn't me, it was Mr. Weiss. But yeah, we got Merrick Garland up here, the Honorable Merrick Garland.
Defend his reasoning.
Would you come with Mr. Weiss when he does that?
I'm not going to.
Wow, I love this dude.
Know the intricacies of Mr. Weiss' investigation. There would be no point. It's Mr. Weiss who's responsible for this investigation.
But you were head of the Department of Justice.
Yes, and
puto. This is your employee. This is a dude that, I mean, he did it up under you. You don't want to be present for this. I think he'd be rushing to this hearing.
I've appointed him as special counsel so that he can independently investigate this.
Trump is going to ruin all these dudes once he sit down. I'm telling you.
This matter.
I read this somewhere. I don't remember who said it, but I wrote it, but I remember it. It was once observed that a parent who stops loving their children, if a parent stops loving their children, the children will not stop loving the parent. The children will stop loving themselves. I know we can agree that we should encourage parents to be involved in their kids' lives.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure we can agree that we should encourage parents to make their kids do their homework.
Yes, although there's sometimes some resistance to that.
Right, right. And to make sure they get sleep at night so they can be ready for school.
Yes.
Here's what I've always been confused about. Didn't you understand the chilling effect that it would have to parents when you issued your directive, when you directed your criminal divisions and your counterterrorism divisions to investigate parents who are angry at school boards and administrators during COVID?
So, Senator, if you just give me a moment to put the full context, I did not do that. I did not issue any memorandum directing the investigation of parents who are concerned about their children. Quite to the contrary, the memorandum that you're talking about says at the very beginning of the memorandum that vigorous public debate is protected by the First Amendment. And the kind of concerns that you're talking about are, as expressed by parents, are of course completely protected. The memorandum was aimed at violence and threats of violence against a whole host of school personnel. It was not aimed at parents making complaints to their school board. And it came in the context of a whole series of other kinds of violent threats and violence against other public officials.
Let's walk through this. Your directive to your criminal division and your counterterrorism division came in a response to a letter from the National School Boards Association, did it not?
In part to the letter and in part to news reports of violence
And
threats of violence.
the National School Board Association said these parents ought to be investigated under the Patriot Act as potential domestic terrorists.
And you'll notice, Senator, that I said nothing like that.
I understand, but that's what the letter said.
There was a reference to that in the letter,
Right.
something I disagree with.
And your employees helped them write the letter, didn't they?
I don't know anything to suggest that that's true.
I
No,
think
don't.
it is true.
Well-
And the White House helped them write that letter, didn't they?
I don't know. I have no knowledge about that, but certainly I don't know anything about my employees
And so,
helping write that letter.
so you get this letter from the National School Board Association asking you to investigate parents that your employees helped write and that the White House helped write, and you issue a directive to your criminal division and to your counterintelligence or counterterrorism division to start investigating parents who are angry. What did you think was going to happen?
Say again, Senator, that nothing in my memorandum says to investigate parents who are angry. Quite the opposite. It says that the First Amendment protects that kind of vigorous debate. The only thing we wanted was for an assessment to be made out in the field about whether federal assistance was needed to prevent violence and threats of violence.
Well, one of your field, that's not the way your department implemented your directive. One of your field offices actually opened an investigation. You set up a website and a hotline to report parents. And
I don't think we didn't set up a specific hotline about this. This was a reference to the
Democratic
FBI's hotline.
Party official.
Progressive makes it easy to see if you can save money with a commercial auto quote online, so you can get back to your monster to-do list.
My bad.
Contacted you. They said that some Republicans were inciting violence by expressing public displeasure with school districts' vaccine mandates. And one of your field offices opened an investigation, which is a permanent part of their record.
Senator, I don't know anything about the specific thing that you're talking about. They used to say in high school, this is going to be on your permanent record. I don't believe there is any such thing with respect to this.
I think there is at the FBI, General, and you and I both know there is. There was a lady a mom in Michigan. She has a special needs kid, and the kid was doing pretty well. And she got upset with her local school board over its closures and virtual learning policies. And she went to the meeting. And she made an intemperate comment. She accused them of being a bunch of Nazis. Why would the FBI open an investigation of her?
Again, I don't know anything about the specifics of the case, but accusing people of being Nazis, well, I find bad. It's certainly not criminal. It's totally protected by the First Amendment.
I mean,
I've said that over and over again. This is not the first time we've discussed this.
That's not what your department did.
Well, this is about the third time I'm being asked about the same memorandum, and each time I've said, and I hope that the senators would go ahead and advise their constituents in the same way, that this is not what we do. We are not in any way trying to interfere with parents making complaints about the education of their children.
But don't you understand, General, and I believe you, but don't you understand that this looks like you were just giving in to the teachers' unions and politicizing the disagreement, the honest disagreements? I mean, we only, as a result of some of our school board policies, we only experienced the largest learning loss for our kids in modern history. Don't you think parents had a right to be upset?
Absolutely.
Instead of, you implemented, what's a threat tag?
I didn't implement the threat tag. What you're talking about there is a part of internal FBI operations.
Yeah.
As far as I can.
You directed your folks, though, to open threat tags on these parents and investigate them.
Yeah, I did not direct that. My understanding from testimony by the FBI is that when somebody makes a complaint and it involves, if somebody gives a tip that a school official is being threatened, then there's, in order to look at trends, they mark it as a tip involving a school official. They have the same set of threat tags with respect to a complaint that suggests somebody is making a threat against a Supreme Court justice. These aren't complaints. These are tips of violence or threats of violence.
A threat tag on a parent for being concerned at a school board meeting?
Senator Cruz.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. General Garland, the Department of Justice should enforce the law regardless of politics. I do not believe that has been what is happening the last 2 years. Among other things, I believe you very much want to indict Donald J. Trump. Toward that end, the Department of Justice has leaked that DOJ is investigating and intends to indict Hunter Biden. The purpose of those leaks, I believe, was to set the predicate for an indictment of Trump. To say, look how even-handed we are. We're indicting a Biden, we're indicting a Trump. Those leaks are not law or enforcing the law, they are politics. Did you know about the leaks about the Hunter Biden investigation?
I don't know about the leak that you're talking about, I'm not. Leaks are in violation of our regulations and our requirements. So the answer is...
The leaks are consistently on one side of the aisle advancing one political agenda. As you know, the FBI raided Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago home. And subsequent to that raid, there have been multiple leaks about what was discovered there, including a photograph of documents that were discovered there. Did you know about the leaks?
The photograph was a filing in court in response to a motion filed by Mr. Trump. It was not a leak.
So you're testifying there haven't been leaks about the Trump raid investigation?
I'm responding to the point about the
Do you know about the leaks that have occurred
I've
concerning
read
Trump?
the leaks. They are inappropriate. We also don't know where they come from. Witnesses on the...
But what's interesting is when the shoe was on the other foot, I believe your intention, and I believe it's a political intention to indict President Trump, became infinitely harder when classified documents were discovered repeatedly at President Biden's multiple residences.
Oh, my son is bad. This dude right here be going bad.
In the public record, those were first discovered on November 2nd, 6 days before the prior election. Department of Justice was notified on November 4th, and yet miraculously there
Puerto Rican or Mexican?
was no leak about the classified documents at President Biden's home when it politically benefited the effort to go after and charge Donald Trump. DOJ leaked. When it potentially harmed the Democrat president, DOJ did not leak. Does that strike you as at all a double standard?
Leaks under all circumstances are inappropriate, and they were not directed by anyone in the Justice Department.
Let me say in particular on Hunter Biden, I very much hope that an investigation of Hunter Biden is focused not just on his own personal substance abuse issues, but on connections to his father and potential corruption. That is the matter of public concern and why people are concerned. And it was striking that the leak that came out from DOJ suggested this is just going after some poor person struggling with drugs instead of looking at the very real evidence of corruption. Will you commit that the investigation will actually examine the public corruption aspect and not simply scapegoat Hunter Biden as an individual?
I can't comment about the investigation other than to say that all the matters involving Mr. Hunter Biden are in the purview of the U.S. Attorney in Delaware. It's not restricted in his investigation in any way.
Well, you don't comment here, but then you leak at the same time.
Senator Hawley.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Attorney General Garland, you said in our last exchange that it's your practice to defer to FBI agents in the field when it comes to investigations, apprehensions of subjects. I was interested, given your answer, to read in this morning's Washington Post that the FBI is saying that you overruled them when it came to raiding ex-President Trump's personal residence. Washington Post reports this morning, showdown before the raid, that senior FBI officials who would be in charge of leading the search resisted doing so as too combative and proposed instead to seek Trump's permission to search his property. These field agents wanted to shutter the criminal investigation altogether in early June, the Post reports, but they were overruled by Maine DOJ. So I guess in light of your earlier testimony just this morning, my question is, how often do you overrule FBI field agents for political purposes?
I've skimmed that article. That's not an accurate reflection of what the article says, and I'm not able to comment on the investigation. My comment earlier was about tactics on the ground in particular cases.
Wait. You said it's not I'm reading to you from the article. Quote, senior FBI officials who would be in charge of leading the search resisted the plan as too combative and proposed instead to seek Trump's permission to seek his property, according to 4 people who spoke on condition of anonymity to describe a sensitive investigation, end quote.
Again, I have to say I'm not able to describe the investigation. I will say as a general matter and at a high level of generality, that in my experience, long experience as a prosecutor, there is often a robust discussion, and in the end, and it's encouraged among investigators and prosecutors.
Attorney General, my time is very
made.
Yes, and you made the decision.
I did. That's
right. You said you did.
No, I'm sorry. What I said was I approved the decision.
So you didn't make the decision to raid?
I approved the decision to seek a search warrant after probable cause was
overruling the FBI agents who did not want to do so. Did you talk about this with the White House
before? The memorandum does not, that Washington Post article does not say what you're saying. I'm sorry. And I'm not able to describe this in any further
detail. I think given that, Mr. Chairman, I'll just ask that this entire article be entered into the record.
Without objection.
And we can read for ourselves. I invite people to go and look. It says exactly that FBI field agents did not want to conduct the raid, and they were overruled by DOJ. So it doesn't seem to me Attorney General, that the FBI has a lot of confidence in you, because what they're doing clearly is trying to distance themselves from your decisions. They're out there leaking left, right, and center and saying it wasn't us. We didn't want to do it. He made us do it. What's that say about their confidence in your leadership?
You know, the previous senator said that they're leaking all.
Yeah, that boy nasty, man.
I'm at Walmart.
Kennedy. Man, Cruz nasty too, man. Do y'all see a different country coming, man? Like, do y'all have any hopes? Is your hopes up high? Like, what's going on out here?
In the Milky Way. With the possible exception of one of Hunter's hookers, believes that all you're interested in is a few documents. Is your end game to subpoena Clarence Thomas and make him appear before the Judiciary Committee? I just find this extraordinary.
Well, it says somebody that's the same nationality as you are, but just a little bit darker. You don't like them. People are weird. I agree 100%.
And I find the timing of this to be extraordinary.
Well, I wouldn't call it hate in the comments. I would say opinionated people.
I think most of us can agree that America.
I invite that type of shit. I mean, like, you know, if you can't come here and have a real conversation in the chat, then fuck your life. You know what I'm saying? I might as well not be doing YouTube. And by the way, my Cash App is $MACMEAN. I'm not monetized over here. Although my other channel is. That's MacMean TSTV. Go subscribe over there too.
Is this big, wide, open, free?
Yeah, I'm not into that race banging and shit. You know, like that colorism and that identity politics. It's just disgusting. It kind of like disrespectful to even come to me, a black dude, and tell me about who's racist. I don't give a fuck who's racist. Let's get to the bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. That shit is not in my top 10 conversations. I don't sit at the fucking dinner table with my kids talking about, hey, you better watch those racists out there. Yeah. Why do I like Trump? Because he says grab him by the pussy. That's why I like Trump. All right? I don't see no other way to grab it.
Sometimes dysfunctional, often imperfect, but always good.
Hey, try to walk you down that race conversation. Like, come on, let's talk about race and shit. I don't give a fuck about race. Especially, like, you know, I swear to God, I always said those cornrow wearing Karens. You know what I mean? I'm talking about the white ones. You know, once a white girl gets a Black Lives Matter shirt and some fucking cornrows in her head, just watch out, okay? She'll be snitching on you in no time. Trust me when I tell you, just like this.
Like vanilla ice, the people are sick of me. They put my boom boom down in 4 months. My brother be back in Canada working a day job with a burger crown.
Like them white girls like Candace Owens. Tulsi Gabbard.
Country. And we all love it. But we're going through a rough patch. Inflation is gutting our people like a fish.
Exactly. And they was out here talking about the economy is doing just fine. We paying $10 for fucking eggs. Knock it off.
People in my state have to sell blood plasma in order to go to the grocery store. The border is wide open.
I don't care what her nationality is. You know what I'm saying? She bad. She a bad joint. I ain't gonna lie. Tulsi Gabbard. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, she's the white Claire Huxtable or the Hawaiian.
And that's under the jurisdiction of this committee. Now, I know some folks think that if you oppose illegal immigration, you are necessarily a racist. That's not the way the American people look at it. The American people support legal immigration, but they look at the southern border like their front door. Most Americans lock their front door at night.
That's right.
Not because they hate everybody on the...
These motherfuckers get gates around their house. They got nasty signs in the front. If we didn't invite you here, turn the other way, bastard.
outside, but because they love the people on the inside.
And then they act crazy when you say we want to protect the borders. Everybody wants protected borders. You want protected borders around your fucking house, around your store, your property. Some of y'all with your fucking animals. Come on.
And they want to know who's going into and coming out of their home. And I don't think that's unreasonable. We don't talk about it much anymore, but since the Affordable Care Act was passed.
Eggs is $2 to $3 a carton. Where do you live, sir? And what kind of eggs are you eating? Because I bought some Eggland's Best yesterday. Like, it wasn't. There's Eggland's Best in the house. Those are the eggs with the fucking emblem on the top of it. Shit's just like $5. It gotta be, you know?
Insurance premiums in America.
Eggs is high, bro. Milk is high. Everything is high. You know what? Sometimes people act so delusional, man. You know, I refuse to get baited into that stupid ass conversation.
America have tripled. We're not doing anything about it. We've always had people in America.
That's kind of racist because I don't think Mexicans are the only ones picking fruits and vegetables. Hello, the new Mexicans are doing pretty well. Y'all keep on thinking Mexicans is just responsible for picking. Man, let me tell you something, man. Mexicans are not doing that bad in this country. Let's put it that way.
America, unfortunately, who are too poor to be sick, but now
that joke is over. The joke is now on black people. If you want to keep it real, because now black people, there's a lot of black people that'll do anything to get one of the Mexican jobs. How about damn, I said Mexican jobs. Jesus. To get the skills, let me tell you something, right? You go to the Bronx right now, any Italian piece of shop you go to, I'm talking about, it's owned by Mexicans. Motherfucker, the Mexicans, man. The Mexicans is out here doing the fucking Lord's work. They get into the bag. Now, not those illegal ones. I'm talking about the ones that's legal over here. They got their shit together. While niggas is talking shit.
Niggas is talking shit. Call now.
That trick. Gotta walk that trick. Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up. All right? Or go to the top right. Hit the 3 dots. Black Afghanistan. I see you, brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Whoop that!
Whoop that trick. Get him, 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 whoop that trick. Boom, boom.
Oh, Shell, find it, man. Find it. Speed it up. Speed it up. There you go.
All right. We do a lot of God's work, not the hard work, okay? All right. These people got me crying, man. You don't see the tears coming down my face, man. I'm fucking livid. You know? But let's get back to Kennedy, all right?
Many of those people are in the middle class because of our healthcare delivery system. We're going through a rough patch. Internationally, the world's on fire. The world's on fire in Eastern Europe. It's on fire in the Middle East.
Salute to all the new subscribers. You know what I'm saying? I like y'all too, man. Thank you, Claxton. You know what I'm saying? I used to fuck, what was this bitch name?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Kind of early for that, right? I forgot her name. It'll come to me soon. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is a family show. I like to let you know, you know what I'm saying? But if you're in your emotions, bro.
Nigga, you gay.
All right. I got to pray tonight. All right. Is it 1 o'clock yet? Okay, no. Okay, it's not. It's not. And it's we do have some time before it's 11:11. I will be switching over at 11:11. I will be doing angelic shit. You understand me? I will be hiding my hand. Already threw the rocks. So now it's time to hide my hand, you know? All right. If you're new to the channel, double tap the screen, go to the top right, hit the 3 dots. That's where the like button is at. Will 2025 be a better year than 2024? Testicles, testicles, 1, 2. Testicles, testicles, 1, 2. Did you hear me? All right. Let's reset this chat. Crazy, man. All right. Now, later on, I do want to talk about what I was talking about earlier. Look, just a little bit. It's about Tupac. Okay. Now, I did address this on my other channel, and I thought that these pictures was erased out of my computer, but they weren't, you know. And apparently, my showrunners don't know what's going on. So I told them, stop allowing this picture in my show. All right. We love Tupac.
The embers are smoldering in the Indo-Pacific. You don't have to be Mensa material to see that this is all being coordinated between and among China and Russia and the Ayatollah in Iran. Their goal is to have Russia dominate Central and Eastern Europe, to have the Ayatollah in Iran dominate the Middle East, to have China dominate the Indo-Pacific and Sub-Saharan Africa, and be free.
But listen to this, man.
To make,
because he's saying everything that we've been talking about in the last 2 months.
Whatever move they want to in South America. Look at the democracies that are being overthrown in South America. And that is not a world.
It's eating countries up right now.
That is safe for America. But what are we concentrating on? We have decided, Mr. Chairman, to attack another branch of our government.
There we go.
Now, Senator Whitehouse, I don't agree with you respectfully that the fundamental issue here is bribery at the Supreme Court. I don't believe that. And I don't believe you do either, sir. I think the fundamental issue here is that there's some people that don't like the opinions being issued by the United States Supreme Court. And that is your right. I've disagreed with many of the Supreme Court's opinions, but I haven't tried to destroy them. I think you're making a big mistake here, Mr. Chairman. I say that with all the respect I can muster. And here's my question. No one.
Hey, double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up, or go to the top right, hit the 3 dots. That's where it's at.
In the Milky Way. With the possible exception of one of Hunter's hookers, believes that all you're interested in is a few documents. Is your end game to subpoena Clarence Thomas and make him appear before the Judiciary Committee?
Wow.
Listen, you want to skip this ad. I would too. But what if I told you there's a skip ads for...
This shit got quiet.
Does the senator yield the floor?
I was hoping I could
That a
get
rhetorical?
I was
I'm trying to
hoping
figure out if
I
that's a
was hoping I
rhetorical
could get our
question or a real
chairman
one.
That shit.
to give me.
That was a loud silence.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize that was directed to me, but I will respond. Our end game is to follow the facts. We cannot accumulate the facts without the cooperation of the witnesses. When the witnesses, after repeated attempts to appeal to them, have failed to produce these facts and documents, we've turned to a subpoena. But I can tell you, it's after a long, arduous journey. We've done everything we can to try to get the voluntary cooperation.
Well, Mr. Chairman, do you believe we can subpoena Clarence Thomas?
I haven't addressed that issue either
Well,
privately
we
or
have,
publicly.
and we say no.
I'm going to go to the roll call votes and then continue this discussion if the members wish to stay for that purpose. First is Judge Mustafa Kasabi, nominated to U.S. District Court for the District of Oregon. Does anyone seek recognition on the judge's nomination?
I do.
Senator Graham.
I think I voted almost 90-something% of the time for district.
Yeah, yes. Kennedy's absolutely brilliant, and I like the fact that he doesn't showboat. He's like he looks like Columbo. He dresses like that, man. He doesn't have. You can tell he really cares about the issue, and he's not trying to position himself. The Kennedys are well positioned anyway. Most of the Kennedys that speak from the heart.
Judges that were picked by senators working with the White House. I sort of like that. As a matter of fact, I just was able to work with the White House legal counsel to get a.
Man, I'm just thinking. I'm looking at his hair, and I'm wondering, like who does his hair? You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck.
Nominee from South Carolina up. I wouldn't.
He put mayonnaise in his hair, silk milk and roses. You know, fuck is this man doing to his hair? This motherfucker has perfect old man hair.
Nigga, you gay.
All right, whatever.
Chosen any of these people, but I'm a little old-fashioned. I'd like to have senators still have input about district court judges in their state. And when you're out of power in the White House, we're working as best
like my politician's human, you know,
as we can over here to find acceptable nominees. And I'm proud of what the committee's tried to do, and to the members and the minority, been, I think, very reasonable. These two are just way out of bounds. I mean, just like.
I remember Columbo, right? Because Columbo was like a real dusty sort of guy. You know what I mean? He was real disheveled and shit, you know, but crazy smart. And more than being smart, keen. Keen. He's very keen. You know what I mean? Like his sixth sense was off the hook. The character, that is.
Like over the top, out of bounds. I do not trust these two nominees to give me a fair trial because I think they're so indoctrinated in their liberal thoughts and their attitudes about life. It oozes from their pores. I mean, you could feel it, not just hear it. These people are really committed to their causes.
Driven.
Of which I almost don't share any of them.
Will 2025 be better than 2024? Okay, answer the poll. Double tap the screen to get the likes up, or go to the top right and hit the three dots. Does it feel like we're moving into a better time, or does it feel like, you know, it's the same old bullshit? All right, when it comes down to Democrats, they're not going to let us do what we have to do. They're going to stand in the way instead of having this what you call bipartisan effort, meaning that y'all motherfuckers work with us so we could come to a common goal, you know?
And it's okay to disagree with each other, but I don't believe they could resist the temptation to be a district court judge to advance their causes. And I've never said that before in this committee. But about these two, I believe that. So I'm voting no to both.
Mr. Chairman, I'm not going to repeat what my colleague Senator Cruz said about Judge Casabat.
Look at Senator Cruz sitting over there by herself, just ready to go on fire. Just in case y'all don't know, this is Senator Cruz right here. I know it's probably hard for you to see, but the middle left of the screen.
He's not qualified to be on the federal bench. And everybody.
Look, he has those two pins in his pocket. His tie is sideways. His shirt is wrinkled. You know, his blazer's oversized. This is how I like people to look. You know, like I ain't gonna lie, I don't want to ever look like this, but I would like the people that's in political stint. You know, look at this guy behind him, Poindexter with the bow tie. The other guy over here looks like a fucking Wall Street banker. You know, I like my politicians to look human.
On this. In this hearing today knows that.
Yeah, he's brilliant. He's very, you know, this is how I like him.
You heard the same testimony I heard. He's entitled to his beliefs.
And he knows that until Trump sits down, that he's under fire. he's under fire because they're gonna, you know what the theme is. Trump sent you. You're under Trump's guys. This is what you know. You're Trump's son or something like that.
Look, about 90% of my personal philosophy is don't hurt somebody unless you have to defend yourself.
Okay.
Don't steal other people's stuff.
There we go.
And leave me alone. If you want to use different pronouns,
yeah, thank you. Because I thought it sounded like you wanted to say leave me the fuck alone. Okay.
Steal other people's stuff.
Don't steal other people's shit. He almost said it. Look.
Defend yourself. Don't steal other people's stuff. And leave me alone. If you want to use different pronouns, that is your business. I may not agree. I may not do it, but that's your business. This is America, and you're free to do that. But this judge used his authority to...
Or abuse of power. It just seems like it's a common thing. And then to hear Whoopi say, well, you know, he just sees what's going on. Everybody else is doing it, so why not? It seems like that's the Democratic approach. That lunatic left shit that I be telling you about, you know? They make weird shit seem normal, you know? And then when the next person does it, you say, well, the other guy did it. That's why I'm doing it, you know, because everybody else is doing it. Everybody else is pardoning their kids. No, that's not really what's happening.
To require litigants.
And I do agree with the pronouns part too.
In his courtroom to do what he thinks is political.
He's biting his tongue. Yeah, he's biting. He has to. He has to, at least until Trump sit down. So he's officially in.
Politically correct. And he did that as a magistrate judge. And he'll do it as a federal district judge, and you know it. Once again, I don't care what his political beliefs are.
Okay, let me pound on Charlamagne a little bit, all right? Okay, we got to go down the rabbit hole. I need everybody to type carrots in the chat, all right? Put the carrot emojis in the chat. Double tap the screen. Let's get the lights up. I'm about to get nasty now, okay? Now, we was talking a little bit good about Charlamagne earlier because it seemed like he wants to be red-pilled, but not until we purge. We have to purge. You know what I'm saying? Salute the Poetic Flacco. He's the one that dropped this damning video on Charlamagne the God. The video's titled, Charlamagne the God tells all about the night of the rape allegations by Jessica Reed. That's the woman's name. I also have the interview with Jessica Reed and Tasha K. Hopefully Tasha K don't strike my channel. Let's get some carrots in the fucking chat, all right? Got me out here singing my heart out to y'all performing. I need y'all to cooperate with the program, all right? Now, I do want to show y'all later on this video of this guy describing a murder.
Talk about snitching. Snitch what? The very next day.
Who's Kermit Frog to represent him because I don't want to get sued, okay? So, Kermit the Frog. Matter of fact, I'll show it to y'all now.
Talk about snitching. Snitch what? The very next day after I shot Max against the Boston Seacourt, right? I prayed to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Please don't let me kill nobody. I left the house. Gets the Boston Seacourt. There's a dude named Javon. Javon's sitting on the bench, talking crazy. He trying to punk the shit out of me. I'm ignoring him. Javon don't realize I could have killed him back in Truman.
Long story. All right. Back to Charlamagne the God. All right. Here's him partly confessing.
Stay creeping. What's the wildest shit you ever did, like, after, like, since you gained fame with, like, either groupies or I don't do that shit. I'm scared of that kind of shit. I done had a rape charge before. Oh, for real? Hell yeah. I'm scared of that kind of shit. I don't even play them. You got, like, a charge? How you beat that? Because I didn't do it. It was a criminal sexual conduct with a minor charge. That mean you would have.
Wait, you just said something else. Hold up.
Charge before. Oh, for real? I'm scared of that kind of shit. I done had a rape charge before. Oh, for real? Hell yeah. I'm scared of that kind of shit. I don't even play them. You got, like, a charge? How you beat that? Because I didn't do it. It was a criminal sexual conduct with a minor charge. That mean you would have to, like, register for this. Yeah, I was.
Oh, not even only a rape, but a rape. Oh, I didn't catch that the first time. The first 12 times I covered this. That it was a minor and a rape. This shit is crazy, man. Can y'all type some carrots in the chat, man?
Emotional dominance. Popping poop. God's work.
That was a mistake. I meant to do this because it seems like we're going to hell fast. And by where, I'm talking about y'all.
Nigga, you gay.
Word. That man is out of control. Shit, I've been accused of robbery, selling drugs, all type of shit. Never no R word.
It was a criminal sexual conduct with a minor charge. That means you would have to like register for this.
Yeah, I was.
Right?
It was. Some of y'all shocked at what y'all hearing right now, and that's academics. And so you know what's so crazy? I covered it too. Academics got them same allegations. They identical charges. The same thing. The scenario was the same and everything. Academics was a little nasty, I think. You know. But are y'all surprised by this?
Stay creeping. What's the wildest shit you ever did? Like after, like since you gained fame, with like either groupies or I don't do that shit. I'm scared of that kind of shit. I done had a rape charge before. Oh, for real? Hell yeah, I'm scared of that kind of shit. I don't even play that. You got like a charge? How you beat that? Because I didn't do it. It was a criminal.
My nigga AP in the building. Let me drop that link for my boy. You see if you want to come up here and chop some of these niggas up with me.
Sexual conduct with a minor charge. That means
you knew that Charlamagne the guard had a ridicule charge.
You would have to like register for this. Yeah, I was. Right? It was the year 2000.
We had to register for this shit, man. Oh, we got to open this can of worms back up.
2001. I think I was like 20. I was 20 years old. My cousin had just graduated from high school, and he had got a scholarship to Penn State University.
Threw his cousin all up in the mix.
University, and I had a party, and I had all of these chicks at a party. Like I was doing overnights at I was working at Z93 then. So I had
same thing academics did. Academics is the exact same thing, just like Tupac. Come on, man, don't act like y'all don't remember. Tupac did the same thing. Invite the homies over. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Next thing you know, some people getting fucked. Yeah. Come on, man. Exact same thing. It's I don't know. Some shit going on.
Had all these chicks there that I met through radio, and you know, chicks that my dude had known. So I used to always see this chick with my dude. So I bought, you know, I invited her to the party. So she was at the party and shit. She got drunk, high, whatever. Something happened in the room with a couple of my dudes. I'm asking them, did they mess with the chick, you know, after the fact, after she pressed charges? And they was like, no. But they was like, yo, she's bugging. I remember
after she pressed charges.
Night of, they was like, yo, she's in here bugging out. She's kicking over the.
That's the same nigga that want to get up, you know what I'm saying, on his show and talk about politics.
TV.
He want to lead the black people. You know what I'm saying? This nigga can't even lead his own self. Only thing he seemed to do is lead himself into trouble.
She's trying to set shit on fire. I'm like, what the fuck? Because I had left. So the next morning, I'm hearing she said she got raped. She got raped. So I go to the hood to ask what happened. They like, yeah, you know, my cousin who had got the scholarship, yeah, he's in jail now. What you mean he's in jail? He's in jail. They said he raped the girl. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I go down to the jailhouse, talk to the detective myself. No, ain't got no one for me. I just told the detective, like, hey, look, I take full responsibility for anything that ever happened in the house last night. You gonna take the case? No, but I told her, I said, as far as I know, because I asked around, did anybody fuck up? I'm like, yo, nobody got raped. Yada yada yada. They didn't even have my cousin in custody.
I asked around, did anybody fuck her?
Anything that ever happened in the house last night? You gonna take the case? No, but I told her, I said, as far as I know, because I asked around, did anybody fuck up? I'm like, yo, nobody got raped. Yada yada yada. They didn't even have my cousin in custody. My other cousins was fucking with me because they was mad they didn't get invited to the party. Hating ass motherfuckers. So my cousin wasn't even in custody. So I went down to the jailhouse for nothing. So I'm like, yo, I take full responsibility for everything. You know, I bought the alcohol. They was like, well, you're not even of age to buy alcohol. And I'm like, well, how'd you get it? Well, I got a crackhead to get it from me. You know, whatever. They went down there copping out pleas. Yeah, they had to do shit. Damn. So 2 weeks later, they come and arrest me for criminal sexual conduct with a minor. So I had to give blood and hair follicles. Oh, you going down there to initially explain it? They ain't had nobody else depending on. So being that I went down there and took full responsibility, lock him up. Did it get through? You got indicted on it and everything, or? Now I went to court. Went to court and they reduced the charges to like contributing to the delinquency of a minor because I had to give blood and all, you know, DNA samples, and it wasn't me. Whoever touched it wasn't me. So you didn't get no jail time over that? Nah, I got like probation. Like 4.
Oh man.
5 months probation or something like that.
Man.
Something.
Oh man, 69 guard vibes. 69 guard.
Like that's so. I mean,
So that's the reason I don't play those games with females. I don't play games like that. Like if I'm kicking it with you, I'm kicking it with you. I'm not bringing no randoms over. Somebody I just met from the club. Some chick I just met. Like I go through a process. I talk on the phone with girls. I take them out with me a few times before I even try to get at them. Like I got to see where they head at. You know what I mean?
you taking chicks out on dates?
I mean, I wouldn't call them dates, but they come with me where I'm at. You know what I mean? If I'm at a club, hosting a party or something, yeah, you can come through, have a good time. You know? Black.
Oh, nigga, don't learn. Double tap the screen to get the lights up real quick, right? But let's not act like Academic wasn't accused of the exact same fucking shit, man. Come on, man. Academics got accused twice. You know what I'm saying?
Hip-hop personality DJ Academics accused of rape and sexual assault. A woman filed a lawsuit claiming the YouTube commentator drugged and then raped her at his house in New Jersey.
And then let his mans knock off.
In 2022. She's
Come on, man. Just like Tupac. Come on. Just like Tupac.
Says 2 other men also sexually attacked her at the property earlier in the evening. The suit also accuses Academics of defamation, claiming he publicly denied the assault and made demeaning comments about the victim.
He did a 5-hour drunk live about her.
Academics has not commented on the lawsuit.
Again. Oh, man. Academics.
If you've been waiting to apply for disability benefits.
Academics, here, a whole nother one. 69 guard, man. All these cats, man. You want to know why? Because they ugly. A lot of these dudes is ugly dudes. Let's keep it real, right? Like me, I'm going to keep it real. I never really had a problem with getting women. All right? I mean, women always been up in my face. But I feel sorry for the niggas that didn't have women all up in their face because they do some real weird shit, man.
I guess you could say at this point.
Listen, I let me get off of this real quick. Let me show y'all something else, man. Right? Because I don't want to get sidetracked from Charlamagne, the God, the devil. You know what I mean? Astaghfirullah. Why would he even call itself that? Charlamagne, the devil. Okay.
Area, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I got this girl real drunk, and
that sentence sounds a little fishy. I got her drunk.
And I didn't just get her drunk. I remember going. I went to the sex store and got Spanish Fly.
Oh, so you raped her?
Spanish Fly.
Shut up. Spanish Fly. They sell it in the sex store. I'm telling the truth. They sell it in the Spanish store. I had the fucking.
They sell knives at the store too. You could put that to a girl's throat and have sex with her. That doesn't mean it's illegal.
So I put the Spanish Fly in the E&J. We drinking the E&J and shit. So in my mind, I don't know if this shit.
But he don't even understand that he's like literally. We're not amping this up. We're not putting extra sauce on this. You know what I'm saying? He's literally telling us. You know what I'm saying? Now it reminds me of a story that somebody else told me. You know that. You know I'm gonna keep it real, man. Putting something in somebody's drink without them knowing, bruh. That's the R word.
It really worked, but I felt like I got horny as a motherfucker too.
Let's go back a little bit. Sorry, y'all.
Area, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I got this girl real drunk, and
that sentence sounds a little fishy. I got her drunk.
You put the shit in the alcohol, and she's real drunk. She not only real drunk. You got this woman.
Drunk. And I didn't just get her drunk. I remember going. I went to the sex store and got Spanish Fly.
Oh, so you raped her?
Shut up. Spanish Fly.
Ain't it so weird how they just brushed all this shit up under the rug? Like y'all looking at my channel, some of y'all randomly here, double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up, right? If you got here from the shorts feed, or go to the top right and hit the 3 dots, right? You randomly come to my channel, you don't know what the fuck you're gonna see. I don't even remember what the title to this video is, right? But you listening to Charlamagne the God openly talk about this R word case as if it's funny. He's talking about how he laced her drink up. Imagine if he was talking about your sister or your cousin or your aunt or your daughter. He talk about how he just, you know what I'm saying? And now he's on The View. They got so many questions for this dude on The View. Why don't they all women? You would think that they would ask, whatever happened with the case that you copped out to that started with the R word?
Sell it in the sex store. I'm telling the truth. They spell it in the Spanish store. I had I had to fucking.
They sell knives at the store too. You could put that to a girl's throat and have sex with it. That doesn't mean it's illegal.
So I put the Spanish fly in the E&J. We drinking the E&J and shit. So in my mind, I don't know if this shit really worked, but I felt like I got horny as a motherfucker too. Right? So
you was horny off the idea of what you was about to do.
So she was drunk and shit, and we had sex and shit, and like a lot of my boys was trying to come in the room and fuck her. I'm like, nah, chill out. I can't. I'm not doing that. And I'm like,
why, man? My boys don't just be trying to.
But you're on the train on it. That's rape. Yeah. Okay. So, right. So
it's just one-on-one. It ain't rape.
Yeah. So the next
trains are rape.
So the next morning she wakes up.
Exactly. Let's talk about dirtbags. You laced her drink.
The next morning she wakes up, and we talk about it. And she's like, "What happened?" I'm like, "Oh, we had sex."
Uh-oh.
She said, "Okay, well, I'm glad it was you."
She said he just said we had sex. In the other video, he said he didn't have sex with her. Hey, yo, am I bugging the fuck out? The other video, he clearly said that he had sex with her. What academics? Wait a minute. 1 second, y'all. I didn't catch that. I'm putting that together now. Am I bugging out? In the video that we just showed with academics, he told Charlamagne he didn't have sex with her. Hold up for a second. He said that he didn't have sex with her, bro. Wax AP. Look at this. Look at this. All right. In this video, he says that he didn't have sex with her. I'm about to put my word on this, but I'd rather let me just
stay creeping.
Hold up. Okay.
I got like probation, like 4 or 5 months probation or something like that.
Man.
Something like
that's so. I mean,
so that's the reason I don't play those games with females. I don't play games like that. Like if I'm kicking it with you, I'm kicking it with you. I'm not bringing no random. Because I had to give blood and all, DNA. I went to court. And they reduced the charges to like contributing to the delinquency of a minor because I had to give blood and all, DNA samples, and it wasn't me. Whoever touched it wasn't me.
So you didn't get no jail time over there?
Nah, I got like probation, like 4 or 5 months.
Whoever touched her, it wasn't me. That's what he said. Whoever touched her, it wasn't me. All right. So whoever touched her, it wasn't me. With academics. Now he with the brilliant idiots. And he's saying
so it's just one-on-one, it ain't rape.
Yeah. So the next
trains are rape.
So the next morning she wakes up. And we talk about it. And she's like, "What happened?" I'm like, "Oh, we had sex."
Whoever touched her, it wasn't me.
Talk about it. And she's like, "What happened?" I'm like, "Oh, we had sex."
Oh man.
He said, "Okay, well, I'm glad it was you." Then a couple days later, she's like,
"Oh, he just made it worse. He's made it worse. Whoever touched you wasn't me."
Like, "Yo, are you sure I only had sex with you?" Because one of my stupid ass cousins was going around saying he fucked her, which he didn't. I know for a fact he didn't. I was there the whole time. Yeah. He did not fuck her. Yeah. He looked at her naked, but he didn't fuck her, right?
Hey, Crook. It looked like I just caught this nigga in a lie, if you ask me.
So
I catch this nigga in a lie, y'all. Y'all been the people that's been watching, spam the chat with ones if I caught him in a lie. He clearly lied.
So I'm telling her, "No, me and you just had sex. Nobody else did nothing." So it just was weird that she was like, "Well, I'm just glad it was you." You know what I'm saying? Because in my mind, I'm like, "Yo, you could have been in a real bad situation."
Glad it was you. Wow.
If it was another
That's a huge
motherfucker there.
compliment, man. A girl just said, "Yo, at least you raped me."
I didn't rape her. I did not rape her. I did not rape her.
Hey, if it was any of your cousins or friends who have been raped, but
I didn't rape her because me and her had every intention of having sex with each other.
So then why would you put the Spanish fly?
I was a freaky. I'm still a freaky motherfucker.
Wow.
But I was listen.
Was she passed out while you fucked her?
Nah, she wasn't like.
Oh, this is just bad. I've covered this before, man. I just get new information every time I listen to this shit.
She was like one of those drunks where no, listen, no, she was one of those drunks where like she was one of those drunks where she was like, she wasn't coherent, but she was up. You know, when your girl is like when you're blacked out, like that, don't know what the fuck's going on type shit. Like she was really.
She was
So, for those who don't know,
oh shit, who timed out Crook, man? You know what I'm saying?
Charlamagne, the guy, is a well-known TV personality, radio host at The Breakfast Club. He's a best-selling author. Hell, I even have his first book. And I was really enjoying seeing this guy rise to fame and success and achieving his dreams and all of that. So it really sucks to even talk about this right now. But what sucks even more is the amount of people not talking about it. And I'm not talking about like the common people, because this little snippet alone has over 500,000 views on Twitter. The full podcast that he talked about this on, it has hundreds of thousands of more views on YouTube. I'm talking about his contemporaries, the outlets that would have otherwise jumped on this. Like, I'm really disheartened by the fact nobody is talking about this right now. And just to be clear, yes, he was accused of raping this 15-year-old girl by date rape, and I guess statutory rape as well. But this is a completely different incident. This is not that girl that accused him, the 15-year-old that
two different joints
that recently just wanted the case reopened. This is a whole separate incident, and this is not the girl herself saying this, so we can't even confuse this as some opportunist trying to make money off the Me Too movement because she see a man being successful, being happy, and she just wants some clout or some money or fame or whatever. No, this is this man's own words clearly confessing to rape. I mean, like, and for those who are confused, like him and those in the room with him that thought this shit was funny, let me explain why this was rape. If you have sex with a girl that's incoherent at the time that y'all have sex, that's rape. If you have sex with a girl that's blacked out at the time that y'all have sex, like he stated, that's rape. If she don't know what the fuck is going on, but you still have sex with her, that's rape. If you put something in her drink,
I ain't gonna lie, I get soft off that.
And then afterwards have sex with her without her knowing, as they stated later on in the full podcast, that's rape. It don't matter what y'all intentions were beforehand. It don't matter how the conversation went afterwards. It's the same thing like if somebody steals from you, you find out about it, and later on you say, you know what, it's cool, I don't even care. They still stole from you, so that conversation is for naught. The intentions beforehand is for naught. If she's incoherent at the time that y'all have sex, that is rape. There's no blurred line about this, and all of those things don't have to be true. Any one of those things make it rape. And you know what? It makes it really clear why so many victims.
All right, that's the real crook. They said that was friendly fire, bro.
Don't come forward. Like Terry Crews, he talked about this, while all these women said, I didn't want to come forward with my truth because the person was a person of power and a person of means, because ain't nobody gonna believe them. And that person is still not going to be held accountable. And at the end of the day, they're just made to suffer even more on top of what they've already suffered by being blackballed by an industry of friends of that person who now consider you the adversary. So even though they don't talk about it to the general public, they won't use their platforms like they otherwise would in any other situation, they're still going to be on the same page of denying you opportunity. So it makes perfect sense why so many people don't come forward. And I just refuse to be complicit. And another reason why so many victims stay silent. But it trips me out with all the women that he's had on his Breakfast Club, and he's interviewed all the people that claim to be his friends that are otherwise pro-woman rights, all about
like The View,
holding a man accountable for his actions, particularly in instances like this, like Amanda Seales, Karen Civil, Angela Rye. I mean, they're just oddly quiet about their friend admitting that he spiked the girl's drink and then when she was blacked out, had sex with her. So I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt that maybe they're just not aware of this podcast. But now they are. So now what? Y'all let me know what you think in the comments, though. I'll let y'all later. Peace.
All right, now the CEO of United Healthcare got gunned down. Everybody know that. It jumped up in everybody's news feed. We like, what the fuck was that about? So we start doing a little bit of digging, right? A little while ago, maybe about 9 hours ago, they came out. They got the guy's face. Looks like Venezuela Reyes, I swear to God. But they do got a picture of the dude now. Look.
We're getting brand new photos of the suspected.
I don't know what's going on in the middle of fucking New York. Dude gets gunned down going into the Hilton Hotel.
Gunman behind the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Now you can see the suspect on your screen right now.
Tell me that I don't look like Venezuela Reyes. This is the guy. jumped on the fucking scooter and bounced off after.
Now to the left of your screen without a mask and smiling. To the right, a little bit more of his facial features from the lower half. And at this hour, the manhunt is still actively underway, and investigators are still trying to piece together a possible motive. And now a new report revealing that chilling messages were discovered on the bullet casings found at the scene. Alexis McAdams has the latest, has been following this since minute one. Alexis.
Wait. There was a message on the bullet case.
Now, a new report revealing that chilling messages were discovered on the bullet casings found at the scene. Alexis.
Wow.
McAdams has the latest, has been following this since minute one. Alexis, what have we been learning?
Hey, Emily. Well, we know, right, from being around here right near Fox News headquarters, there are lots of cameras here in Midtown Manhattan. And there were also some cameras nearby in the Upper West Side where I'm told by a police source those new videos and photos were taken. So I want to pull them up there on your screen because you can really see this guy's face now. The New York Post is reporting that those photos were taken at a nearby hostel where they believe this gunman was staying. As you mentioned, he's got that green jacket on and the black mask pulled down. That matches what he was wearing the morning of the shooting just yesterday when he killed this father of two and husband. That was exactly the jacket. And then you can see him there too, where the hood's pulled down a little bit and he's got a backpack on. Back out here live, there's new pieces of evidence that just keep rolling in. So for everyone watching at home that weren't sure if they were going to be able to track this killer down, they're getting pretty close to it from what we're hearing on the ground because they have his face. And then they also have some DNA evidence that they're working on to process, we're told by two police sources. But one of the things, Emily, that's new is that there were some etched in markings and messages on those bullets that were found here at the Hilton behind me. Pull those up there. That's deny, depose, and defend. Those were the words that they're saying from the police department they found on the shell casings left behind. The words are similar to a title of a book that condemns the insurance business. The book is called Delay, Deny, and Defend, so it's a little bit different, but you kind of get the gist there. It was written back in 2010 and just rips the insurance industry for their lack of coverage for many Americans. The shooting was caught on camera. That was the first initial evidence they had in the case. You can see the United Healthcare CEO, Brian Thompson, walking there, then he shot. We freeze it, but he was actually hit in the leg. He kind of turned around and looked at that gunman. The guy didn't stop shooting. He shot him again, this time in the chest. We were told he was waiting there for Brian
Rest in peace, man.
Thompson. I want to pull up some new other photos that we've been getting into the newsroom. This is the gunman there for anyone watching at home that might recognize him. He was at a Starbucks before he went to this shooting scene. We were told he bought a drink, threw something out in the trash, and that's what they're using right now to try and go through that evidence to track him down. Brian Thompson led one of the biggest health insurers in the country. He worked for United Healthcare for about 20 years.
Oh, we got to find out what's going on with this shit.
The 50-year-old was a dad of two young boys who are in high school out in Minneapolis.
Double tap the screen. Let's get the lights up real quick, people. All right, we're going on 11:30, man. Or go to the top right and hit the three dots. That's where the like button is at. Rest in peace to this man.
Area, and he was also a husband. Thompson was only supposed to be here in New York for a couple of days because he was supposed to speak at this Investors Day conference at the Hilton Hotel in Midtown. And his visit ended here with his death. And back out here live, you just got.
It was definitely set up, man. Definitely, this is a lineup, but.
Think too for a second, we're right before the holidays in New York City and all across the country, and this mom and these two sons find out, Emily, in Minneapolis, their dad's not coming home from a business trip. He left to fly here on Monday. So it's really a sad situation as we do try to track this killer down. He did have threats against him. Outlets were told by his wife. What were those threats? Were they about his job? Were they about United Healthcare? We're not sure just yet, Emily.
Yeah, Alexis, devastating for the family, frightening for those of us here in New York City. We know you are on it. You are on that breaking news and with your tight sources there at NYPD and beyond. So we'll be sure to check back in as developments arise, Alexis. Haley, all right, so we know now, and then so much we don't know now as well. What are your thoughts?
So the New York Times obtained surveillance video that shows this individual being in the area for about 10 minutes before. Picks up the Starbucks, as Alexis said, bought a drink. Who buys a drink and then says, let's go off someone or kill someone? Like this is a deranged person. And we know kills Brian Thompson at 6:46 a.m. My question is, how did he know Brian Thompson was going to be walking down the street? How did he know that Brian Thompson was staying at a hotel across the street and be walking into the Hilton. How did he know? Maybe
Investor
Cheryl
Day.
knows she's.
Actually, it's
Well, we know it was
Day,
Investor Day, but how do
right.
you know he's not staying at the Hilton Hotel for the Investor Day?
But
he
he
seemed to have some awareness.
Because he was right by the hotel. And that individual, according to the NYPD, had been, in the surveillance video, had been waiting outside for some time, out in the cold, at least. So waiting, and knew exactly he knew who the target was, let's be clear. So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
But no, how did he know where he was staying is my question. At the hotel across the street versus at the Investors Company.
Yeah, there's so many questions. And we live here. I mean, it's frightening.
Yeah.
And that was before 1 million people came for the Rockefeller tree lighting. This is a huge insurance company. And there's a lot of theories floating around. What say you?
Yeah, I mean, and obviously we're not going to speculate, but I mean, yes, of course, working at the largest insurance company in America, it was a personal vendetta. Nobody goes up and point blank assassinates somebody on the street unless you're out to get that person. Whether they knew each other, that's questionable. We don't obviously know. I will say this, the NYPD will find this guy if he hasn't committed suicide already. That theory has actually floated around that he could have potentially committed suicide by now. But he's not like the egotistic type of killer, you know, like school shooters who basically want to die by death by cop, where they will, you know, confront a cop and they want to go out in a blaze. That's not this guy. And is he a trained assassin? Well, he was pretty good on the gun because he was able to fix it in seconds after it jammed. But all of his footsteps basically leave such a trail that he's not a professional assassin. So there's a lot to be gleamed from this.
Yeah, I think they keep putting his picture up there. They're going to find him. There are too many people that will recognize him, given those photos. The NYPD is the best.
Motherfuckers right in my chat. Right in my chat. They call him Venezuela Reyes.
They got the best on the case. Give them a few more hours or a few more days. They'll find him. They'll get him. They'll capture him.
There's a DOJ landscape here too, Cheryl.
There is. There's a couple of things there. First,
If they don't want to find him, this just sounds like some espionage here, man.
off, Brian Thompson, like many executives of large corporations, usually travels with security. He had traveled with security. He didn't have security yesterday.
You think in New York City too? Like
morning.
Dude looks like a Venezuelan migrant. Look at his face.
He was set to take the stage just after 8. There was a big breakfast was happening at the Hilton. That's one thing. The other side of this, though, is that back in April at their company headquarters, there was a huge protest. And it was a very organized protest. It was large. And it was basically, they were saying it was about claims denial. I want to point that out in all of this. And real quick, as far as the DOJ side, Brian Thompson and several of his colleagues, including the chairman of the company, they made some stock sales back in February.
Better be careful what you're saying, man. They out here killing motherfuckers.
2 weeks, and this is according to Crane's New York Business, 2 weeks before the antitrust DOJ action was actually announced. There's a lot of other pieces to this story that are unfolding.
Well, we will keep you updated on it all as they develop and as we solidify these facts. Now, hey, everyone.
Crazy, man. Crazy. Double tap the screen. Let's get the lights up real quick, right? I'm not sure if I want to play this clip, man, because Tasha K, man, I don't know, man. Her and I'm not gonna say no names. A few other people are striking channels. Power 105 is one of them. They don't like me at all, man. You know what I'm saying? Like some people, after a while, they like me. But some of them motherfuckers, oh God. And I got stalkers too, but I'm gonna show y'all this anyway. Fuck it. I don't know why this bread tastes like it has alcohol in it. Now she's interviewing the girl, Jessica Reed. This is the one that
a vendetta against Charlamagne. We've never done business. He's never been.
I'm gonna keep pausing it because I don't want to get struck.
Disrespectful or anything towards me.
Hold on, I just want y'all to see this woman when her tears.
We had sex with you. One of my stupid ass.
Now she's gonna react to hearing it. Hold on for a second.
And
yeah, I mean, you got that. You know what I'm saying? So, Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all some Karens getting It says Karen gets her ass whooped. You know I like showing y'all about the Karens. I think we got some black women Karens. I heard a male Karen name is a cow. Somebody said that. I don't know how true it is. I just call them male Karens. All right. Now let's just look at a little bit of this while I eat this good old fried chicken and watermelon.
This guy.
Hey, I've seen this one. This is a classic.
Mine. You just shut up. What's wrong with mine? Get out of my face. You came in my face. Bye. No, I can't.
Both of them some annoying ass Karens. He gave me transvestite vibes.
What is wrong with the world today?
See who got out Karen each other.
People like you are so disrespectful. Am I in your face? No, I'm not. You are in my face like
The next white chick gonna straight up call dudes niggas. Watch.
The older woman gets instant karma.
Oh, this is my favorite one. Check this out.
Guess what? No age gives you a pass to act like a jerk.
Miss, can I have something to eat?
Yeah, there's plenty of places to go get something to eat.
I'm talking about from your shopping.
Now this old witch has no fucking she has no pride.
Can I have something to eat?
Why would I give you something from my shopping cart? Get your own shopping cart and get something.
But I'm hungry.
Well, so am I.
I don't really have money.
Yeah, well, neither do I.
I don't have a job.
Neither do I.
Mind the Major Baltimore salute.
A few moments later. Sorry to bug you. I'm a little hungry. Can I have something to eat?
Bags of chips.
Huh? Oh, that would be lovely. Just something to feed my stomach.
Don't give him anything, then more people will come here.
He's hungry. I can give him some
So
chips. Will you give me this to eat?
Yeah.
So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give this back to you. How much did this cost you?
I think it was about $80.
Here you go. So I'm doing a social experiment right now. Whoever gives me food right now, I'm paying for their whole entire groceries for being generous.
She has no pride. She just sits around and just lets this happen. I'd have been walked off.
And giving me something to eat. Thank you.
And again, I would have gave him something to eat.
Yeah. Appreciate that. Thank you for
He asked for no money. He asked for something to eat.
being so nice.
You didn't say that. You said you were broke, and look at all the money you have.
Well, yeah, I'm doing
Look at this old witch.
actually a social experiment. So whoever gives me food, I'm paying for their entire groceries.
Well,
But you
we need
didn't give
more
me
gross.
anything.
Well, we'll give you something now.
No.
Oh my God, man. Whose grandmother? Come get your grandmother.
It's too late.
Want a banana or something?
No.
And this is what you have to look at the top of your family tree is this.
And I asked you first, but you were being very rude about it.
No matter how good you did, like your grandmother's like this, man, she failed.
So, that wasn't nice. Well, maybe you should go buy your dog something on your own. Thank you.
You're not very nice.
This Karen is only in school, and she's set on giving her teacher a hard time.
Right here. I'm right here. Sit down. Do I need to call someone out here? Allie.
Yeah, I should kiss.
Touch me! Lock this thing up in
Man, that's a woman.
the juvenile.
You need to leave.
Right here is out of control.
You need to leave. The lady asked you to leave.
Man, they're gonna take his dog. They're gonna take his dog. That's irresponsible.
No.
Like, what the hell?
Man, these bitches are annoying. You know what I'm saying? All right, here's some thugs that got the title of this. It says oh man, LeBron, that motherfucker hairline is crazy. LeBron just pulled up on my shit like.
Nigga, you get.
All right, 13 thugs who dissed the wrong ops on live. Interesting. Interesting. All right, let's go look at it. I didn't actually have watermelon. It's just some Hawaiian bread there. Oh man. Do you agree that the previous ad is relevant to you? I strongly disagree.
It's a mess with them.
Hey, pull up. Hey, man, on grim.
Again,
Hey, no.
again, 13 thugs who dissed the wrong ops on live.
Hey, go.
Rabbit hole. Can we get some carrots in the chat?
Hey, pull up. Oh, man, just. Hey, get the boy. Hey, Terry, come on. Get your ass up. Man, right. All along. Somebody him, Lord. All along. Better quit playing with my burn his ass, man. Stop playing. Quit playing with me for I'll burn his ass, man.
But unlike that dude who folded when his ops pulled up, Rod G stood his ground, talking smack to his op, K-Flock, right after Flock spun his
God bless the dead. Rod G's dead.
block.
Pop out right now.
They killed young boy. They killed him in the cab, I think. I seen the video.
We speak. Want to make shows too. Pop out. Water my mother. Pop out right now. Pop out right now. Nigga, where you at? Come up here. Where you at? Like, where you at?
16-year-old drill rapper Rod G's was wilding out in the Bronx, always dissing fellow Bronx rapper K-Flock. But Flock wasn't playing no game, so he rolled up to Rod's block, masked up and ready to spin while live on the gram.
Look at this small shit. They know what I do. Full day, but I'm trying to spin. Look how comfortable I am on the block. Them niggas all in there. This is deep. Basketball players. They so it's about to get lit. Could grab their basketball and start leaving. Niggas even come to the game. That was nasty. That like this. They didn't even come to the game. Nah, you gotta move back.
Flock was chilling, waiting for Rod and his crew to show up, and when they didn't, he bounced. But as soon as he dipped, Rod G's hopped up on live talking mad crazy again, telling Flock to spin the block once more if he really wanted all that smoke.
Flock, pop out right now as we speak. Want to make shows too. Pop out. Water my mother. Pop out right now. Pop out right now. Nigga, where you at? Come up here. Where you at? Like, where you at? They want to do weird shit. I wish I had a shoe. I mean, you want to go live on my block and I let you on my block? Like, it's not worried about you, nigga. I'm not nobody live, nothing. I'm getting high on my block. Respectfully, I see you. Come do something. Come do something.
Flock mocked him on live, but didn't spin again. And when he went live with us,
No, the feds watching all this shit. These niggas don't care.
Let's go. A few days later, Rod G's jumped in, going off and talking crazy again about Flock.
You probably get out of here. Says I'm niggas getting low. What am I dead? So they was getting out of there every trip. Yo, finally out. On 6 Park though, like on some real shit though. Words to my dad. I could really start talking right now, like Jesse, your boy. Yo, hold on, no. Wait, why you do bad? You over there capping in your raps. You over there capping in your raps. Why you jacking? Chat, you never did nothing to me though. Really did never did nothing to me. I really did shit to Doug, you know. What about what you read?
And just a few days after hopping on that live, Rod
self-incrimination at its finest.
Got smoked. On July 11, 2021, Rod G's got smoked by two young dudes while he was chilling in the back of a livery cab on 178th and Valentine Avenue. Cops found him at 11:30 p.m. with holes in his head and chest. And the whole incident got caught on an Uber's dash cam, showing the exact moment when the dudes rolled up to the side of the whip and lit him up through the window. Another dude running his mouth on live talking smack about his ops and got caught.
Oh, man.
Slipping would be Chirac drill rapper Mubu Crump. Mubu hopped on live.
Yeah, Mubu, he used to be going in front of the spot where, like the store where his son got killed at, and mock him and shit. You know what I'm saying? Then they smoked this nigga.
Chilling at the same spot where Lil Durk's cousin OTF Newski got murdered.
Them left Newski. They left his right here. You feel me? They left his up here on folks.
He asked for it and they gave it to his ass.
Tweaking. Vast shoes, y'all see?
Hate YouTube ads? You need this Chrome extension. I feel like I just found a Google cheat code. This Chrome extension lets you.
They did him bad too.
Y'all see real up here though. Play me up here on Fox News deals on the news. I look like Newski. Hit his ass up right here on Pat. I'm with the nigga that did. He don't want to be on camera though. Hit his ass right here on Pat. You hit me? Right here, you feel? Historic events. Y'all know I'm gonna bring y'all around this historic events.
For a while, Mubu and OTF have been beefing, and both sides clashed at T.I.'s meet and greet back in 2014. Ever since, Mubu been moving wild, dissing OTF and their dead homies. He took it up a notch by pulling up to Dirk's old manager's death site while on live.
We at my favorite spot, y'all. I just ordered my food. Hey, y'all got that order for Nooski? Chino.
Damn, he asked for it, yo.
Burger. Chino burger. Yeah. Y'all got it. Hey, right? Oh, thank you.
OTF Chino got smoked sitting in his whip outside that spot. And on some disrespectful shit, Mubu ordered that food from the joint and tossed it like it was nothing.
Oh, Bill. What's up? Y'all with that OTF shit?
Wasn't even hungry. All for clout.
Oh, man. Hey, this motherfucker is hell, man. Y'all, this ain't done, man. Y'all put this shit back on the grill.
Told the man, don't take the camera off of me, bro. This is crazy.
Oh, man. This shit
And he wasn't one of the young ones, man.
disgusting, man. Get this shit together, man. For real, this shit bogus as hell, man. Straight up, man. That shit nasty as hell.
And if that ain't crazy enough, Mubu hops on live again for the third time, throwing even more shade at Nuski's name.
Oh, nobody don't give a f about
It was over after this one.
this getting money. You niggas, you broke. I'm broke. You can't go around and shop like how we do. You can't do that. I'm up. I know you up. So why you gotta hate on another black nigga? But Nooski dead, so why you tripping? But why do you gotta hate on another black man? Why you just can't give in? Nooski told me he was going. Look, I'm gonna tell you. Look, you wanna know why I say Nooski name all the time? Because Nooski told me he was gonna kill me, bro. So then it was funny to me when he got clout. Like when you, I'm gonna put this up there like, damn, this shit was crazy. Hey, but I remember the dog pound beat the shit out your ass, knocked you the fuck out for you double like this and shit. When he hit your ass, he was like this. He knocked me out. Like, come on, fool. You know what happened, fool. You know what happened at T.I. Hold on, nigga. You know what happened? So let's keep it. You know what happened when T.I. was trying to promote his clothes at the shop. You know what happened. Okay.
OTF homies weren't about to let that slide, so back in May 2018, Mubu Crump got smoked outside his crib on 6800 block South Morgan Street, Southside Chicago. Some dude spun up, hit him twice in the arm, twice in the chest, rushed to the hospital, and he wouldn't make it. Moving on. Some homies don't let ops slide, no matter how much trash they be talking on live. Honeycomb Brazy always be dissing his ops on IG, and one day,
Man, that nigga crazy right there.
hey, they would try to catch him slipping. You see, back in November 2020, Brazy rolls up to Montgomery, Alabama to cop a Kobe Bryant jersey. After that, he goes on live chilling outside a barber shop with his OGs, flexing the jersey to his viewers. Out of nowhere, shots pop off.
It was too big. I autographed honeycomb Kobe Bryant jersey to the really size. Yeah, man, it was too big, so I had to buy another one. I had to buy another one, man. We need a big man. Whoever the big man stopping on nigga for real in the post for real, come get it, man. Yeah, you gotta be sure that hoe like Kobe. You can't never rebound for real, come get it. Got it.
Bodies be dropping around this kid, Honeycomb Brazy.
Come get it for real. Come get it, man. You gotta take that bitch out of here. Mama. Yeah. Dead way.
The screen goes black, shots ring out in the background. Luckily, nobody gets hit in the mess, and Brazy later gets his hands on that surveillance footage to show what really went down. We have a gray SUV rolling up from behind and starts busting at Brazy's whip. His boys duck down, they pull out their Glocks and fire back. A few days later, Brazy goes back on live to explain what happened and even clowns his ops for failing to take him out.
That
was crazy close.
You got what you say, Byron?
The shooters lit up the whip real nasty, and you'd think Brazy would chill after that, but nah. Because a few months later, it was back in the hood, running his mouth again.
So
I think they killed Brazy grandmother and grandfather too.
I'm a red on and it big black. Black, y'all see what
Burned the house down, all type of shit.
going on, black.
And just a few minutes after that, this happened.
We said we would get up to about 150, 200, we're gonna run it.
All right, before the show.
Before the show, man, y'all already know. Y'all know how money bag yo did that shit, man. Y'all know what's going on, man. I swear
Now, Brazy might have dodged his ups and stayed breathing, but Boulevard Quick wasn't so lucky. The NBA crew took him out after he went wild talking smack about NBA Youngboy's mama on live. Boulevard Quick was rolling with TBG Gang, and they've been beefing with NBA crew down in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Another demon.
So in his music video for Never Lacking, Quick straight up called out Youngboy and his whole crew, throwing shade and telling them to pull up for the smoke. They kept throwing shots back and forth online. And then Youngboy's mama jumps in to diss Boulevard Quick because folks kept blowing up her IG saying Quick might take out Youngboy. And although she later apologized for her comments, Quick took to his live to straight up disrespect her freaking name.
Me, you look like a man, though. You look like a punk. Talking about fuck me, bitch. I ain't afraid of. I speaks on everything. Boy, that mama. You play with me first. Fuck that. Turn it up. Man, she so. I mean, they chopped off her body. Bitch, you had a Santa when you got made.
And not after long, Quick got smoked in front of his apartment buildings around midnight. Youngboy then addressed the situation in his song Impact, where he said, "Spoke on my mama. I ain't want to talk. I ain't up killing the." The next showdown goes to this young rapper, Huncho De Niro. De Niro starts flashing his piece, telling his ops to roll up to his block just so he could bust them.
Y'all the same reason why I gotta walk my back and where the I gotta go. Because y'all saying I'm trying to be a ride or die ass, with y'all stupid ass. My dog beefing with everybody on mama because y'all stupid ass wanna act like y'all so hard and y'all wanna fight behind y'all stupid ass daddy Zay like y'all like he just got down royalty or something. You ain't gotta put the window to throw it out. On my mama.
And once they came for a spin, Dinero popped out.
I ain't beefing with love because of these niggas. I ain't beefing.
He took shots and had him speeding off, but he hopped back on his live and told him to come back so he could finish him off for good.
Spin back through on Ray, spin back through. Spin back through on Ray, spin back through. Spin back through on the Ray, spin back through. Yeah, spin back through on the Ray, spin back through. I ain't playing with none of y'all. Go away. On the hit, record. On the shoot. Man, on the shoot while they on the drive down the street while they record. Wait, and I'm outside with this. Yo, what's up? And I'm outside with this. Wait. Y'all spin back through, nigga. Shoot back at everybody. I'm shooting back at everybody. Spin back through. Come on, grandma.
But for him, it didn't end well because right after that live, Huncho De Niro got shot and killed. His family reported him missing for a few days. Then the feds found his body laid out at Bayview Lake in Alabama.
All right, but look at this guy. This motherfucker right here, he's getting interrogated. He grabs the police gun and claps the police right in the interrogation room. I know there's a lawsuit in this joint. Charamange, what's up? DMW shot. Salute. Man, look at this one right here. This is crazy.
Yeah, 48. First of them, motherfucker. I'm sorry? Soda, water. Yeah, you got a Sprite or something? Yeah. Give us a couple minutes, we'll be down. Minutes or hour? Minutes. Maybe at the top? Oh, look. See? Couldn't sit since I put this one on.
He rocked them right to sleep. In Ohio, man. It's always in Ohio, man. I swear to God, these motherfuckers in Ohio, man, they're nasty out here.
Shit, sir. Sorry. He's gonna ask you a couple of questions now. I'm Bill, this is Jim. How far along do you go in school? To the 12th grade. When did you get your GED? 2013. Can you say, I'm not asking this embarrassment, but you can read, right? Any drugs, alcohol, in the last 24 hours are going to affect your thinking or weed? Can you comprehend everything I'm saying, or do you got a problem? No, I did all type of drugs. You did what? All type of drugs. What does that mean? Did all type of drugs in these past 24 hours. What so you need to sit for a little while? Is that what you're saying? What you mean sit? No. I mean, can you comprehend what I'm saying? Like, you can understand. So you smoked some weed? Anything? Yeah, snorted some snuff. When was the last time you took some? All right. Well, what I'll do is read this to you. And then if you, anytime you feel that you're not comfortable answering the questions or talking, just let us know, or you don't understand. I'll leave it up to you. Okay? What's your first name? Thomas.
It seemed like he on something too.
What's your last name?
Robinson.
Okay. Stop me if you have any questions. We have to read this because you're in a police facility. Before we ask you any questions, you must understand your rights. You have the right to
Double tap the screen. Let's get the lights up, man. It's about to go bad.
remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to stop, to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions and have them with you during questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you for any question if you wish. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you will still have the right to stop answering anytime. You also have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to a lawyer. This just means I read it to you, you're not admitting to nothing. Any questions? Okay, go ahead and sign it. What is your current address?
1129.
Who you live there with?
I don't. That's just my mama's house.
Your wife?
That's my mama's house.
Is it a whole house or is it just an apartment? Who else lives there with you?
Let's go.
Okay. And do you have a phone number or contact?
Nah, I'm homeless. No phone.
No phone?
Those two phones you got caught with aren't yours?
I ain't getting caught with no phones.
You sure? That's the one you're looking for, right? Huh? Okay. So do you want to talk to us or not?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just
It's up to you. I mean,
it's up to you. You tell me.
You ready? You ready to go?
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. Go ahead.
You ready to go where?
See the lawyer, talk on the phone.
Okay.
You wanna talk to your lawyer first?
If I need a lawyer, yeah.
Well, you're under arrest. So,
I'm under arrest?
Yes.
So I need a lawyer?
Yes.
All right, I'm about to talk with a lawyer.
Okay.
All right.
Sit tight, dude.
It's gonna take us a while.
Take us around a while to do paperwork, and then we'll come back down.
Now I'm stay for a couple of hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My bad, y'all. There we go. Oops. Salute to everybody. Don't tell them pigs nothing. Oh, I don't think that he's in the game for something way deeper. Wait till you see where this goes. This motherfucker here, you know, I don't know. He ain't got nothing to lose, you know what I'm saying? Like, he a killer. You know, they got him for the murder.
And it'd be one kind of murder right now.
Correct.
Murder. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You got any other questions? Mm-hmm. Anybody you want us to call and contact? Let them know you're here. What's your mama's home? Okay. Will she answer?
Hopefully so.
Okay.
She need to know about this.
Okay. All right. Sit tight, bro.
Now, I will have to ask you a question, please.
What be the end game with these shits? You know what I'm saying? Like if you do get up out of the precinct, you shoot all the cops, you shoot 9-10 cops, you get out the precinct. Where do you go? To the projects? You know what I'm saying? If you had the money to get away for a murder, you would have got away the first time. Second time, now you get shooting police. Let's see how this happened. Salute to the crime circus.
Arrest them, but those are just, you know, about health problems and all that stuff. Okay, that's for the jail. That ain't for my benefit. Alrighty?
One type of screen. Look, you can see it in his mind. Wheels is turning. Oh, his face look completely different now. That shit look like murder on his mind again. Allegedly, my opinion. I don't know if y'all watching this like on the regular screen or on your cell phone, but if you're on your cell phone, take a screenshot. Take a screenshot right now. Look at that face, man. That motherfucker, that's ice cold. He's handcuffed to the chair. He looks in the camera. Look at that. Zoom in real quick. Screenshot that right there. He looking right at all of us. Y'all think he end up dying? Yes or no? Type 1 if y'all think yes, he ends up dying. 2 if y'all don't think he ends up dying. I think they're gonna kill his ass. Double tap the screen. Get the likes up. Double tap the screen. Go to the top right. Hit the 3 dots. I'm trying to read him to see when he make it up in his mind that he gonna wild out. Two minutes later. That Sprite gone. He ain't got no sandwich yet.
I just gotta switch out cups because he's sleeping.
He looked right at that gun. Look. Right there. Now he looked at the camera. Oh, man. We'll make it happen.
Piece of shit. God damn it. Motherfucker. Yeah, I'm good. You couldn't get it.
You guys all right?
Yeah. Trying to switch out cuffs and he thought I didn't take them off and I did the right thing.
Yep.
Let's come back. Keep moving up. Don't fucking move. I'm good. I got tased a little bit, but it's all right. I'm just trying to pull it up so you can get underneath them.
That's a whole nother murder. I have to ask y'all, right? If you have we have a guy that's on the internet, right? And he's been being trolled, right? This guy that he has a problem with sends a motherfucking picture of his penis to the dude's wife. I mean, his own penis. It's not like a penis picture. Now, once upon a time, these guys used to rock with each other, right? Now, he goes to the guy's grandmother grave and pisses on the grave. Look at this shit.
If I work up a fart, I might shit on myself. But here's my...
How do you feel about that? Do you think that that's an appropriate response to somebody sending your wife? I mean, the popular sentiment is that, you know, you can't tell somebody how to respond once the disrespect starts, which I agree to some degree. But I also believe that it's a strike at your own soul when you start doing shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like when you pull your penis out and go piss on somebody's mother's grave. Come on, man. Come on. That's it. I mean, this is crazy, bro. I mean, it's going too far. This is not even fun. This is not cute. This is a grown man. This is a man that's, you know, over 40 years old doing this shit. You gotta be a dead soul piece of shit to do some shit like this, man. You gotta be a dead motherfucker. Now, I know what I said on other people's channels. That's because it's other people.
All right, people.
But I'm gonna let you know right here that was some real sucker ass shit to do, man. You know, he sending your wife a picture of his dick. Go beat him up. Don't kill your own soul trying to go for somebody else. But it just shows me that y'all willing to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like to get what lick back. Y'all call this licks to go piss on them, to go travel to a dude's grandmother grave to piss on the grave. And even for the dude to be sending pictures to this nigga's wife, you open up the doors for that shit. But I don't agree with this type of shit. Pissing on somebody.
This video right here is real sick. This is
Salute to Cuba del Bronx.
Fart. If I work up a fart, I might shit on myself.
I pray that really wasn't his mother's grave, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, lunatic shit, man. You know, like reminds me of some Democrat shit. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I was quite appalled. You know, but show must go on. I'm not even gonna give you out a normal speech of if you fucking with this type of behavior and stuff like that. I'm not fucking with you and all this. Man, do whatever you want to do. I don't give a fuck what y'all do. All right.
One star will feature in today's top 5 lefties losing it meltdowns of the week. Coming in at number 5 is Sharon Stone, proving that wisdom does not always come with age. Some folk just get dumber and double down on the breathtaking ignorance. Here she is in Italy, mouthing off about the election result.
You know, Italy has seen fascism. Italy has seen these things. You guys, you understand what happens. You have seen this before.
Yo, this is Sharon Stone. I'm just waiting for her to open up her legs.
For Americans who don't travel, who 80% don't have a passport, who are uneducated.
What type of 300 guard shit do she got around her neck?
In their
That's some freaky shit, Sharon.
extraordinary naivete.
Oh, she's not just
Basically, she said Americans are stupid. Let's keep it real.
bitter and hateful. She's also as dumb as a box of rocks. And that line about 80% of Americans not having a passport is a myth. Around 1 in 2 Americans have a passport. Maybe she was mixing America up with Japan, where only about 20% of citizens have a passport. Now, let's get to number 4. I love nothing more than watching lefties turn on each other. And in the aftermath of Kamala's humiliating loss, we have the
I loved it. Pay attention, people.
old guard, the veteran Democrats like strategist James Carville turning on the young progressives.
Not only am I not interested in your opinion, I'm not even going to call you by your name. You're 23 years old. I don't really give a what you think. If I were running a 2028 campaign and I had some little snot-nosed 23-year-old saying I'm going to...
Man, he's going into his old age miserable. He got those big ass fucking headphones on his head. He's like an old pocketbook, like an old woman. You know what I'm saying? That got cancer.
Resign if you don't do this. Not only would I fire that on the spot, I would find...
I like the way he talked, though.
Find out who hired them and fire that person on the spot. I'm really not interested.
This is one of the old men that talk a lot of shit, but as soon as you punch him in his mouth, he goes to his knees.
In your uninformed, stupid, jackass opinion.
I'm warming to him, I've got to say. Few philosophy.
Hateful motherfucker.
Is there we can pick up. Now, another Hollywood simpleton who is not handling the election result well is Alec Baldwin. He had this to say about his countrymen.
Americans are very uninformed about reality, what's really going on with climate change, Ukraine, you name it, all the biggest topics in the world.
But Alec is positively euphoric when compared to actress and former View host Rosie O'Donnell.
I mean, this dude, didn't Alec Baldwin just kill a motherfucker?
Who has completely lost the plot. She comes in at number 2 on the week's biggest lefty meltdowns.
But it's hard to avoid it when it's so blatantly obvious when you look at the parallels that we have been here before as a world. When democracy falls, fascism takes its place, right? Capitalism.
When has it ever happened?
And it's come.
Alec Baldwin beat the body. It's my brother C Major. Oh, yeah, he beat the body. He definitely beat the body. I think he said that he thought it was fake bullets in the gun, pointed it right at the dude's head and blew his fucking head off.
Yes, democracy has been defeated by democracy. Trump's landslide victory somehow signals the end of democracy and the rise of fascism. These people are so hopelessly broken, but there was one clear standout this week. The number one lefty losing it was the woman who squandered more than $1 billion to lose the Electoral College, the Senate, the House, the popular vote, and whose staff clearly hate her. Because why would they have her film this and then release it?
I just have to remind you, don't you ever let anybody take your power from you. You have the same
This boxed wine drinking whore.
power that you did before November 5th. And you have the same purpose that you did.
Why? Why did they do that to her? Everything from...
I always ask that same question, like, why would they allow this go? You know what I'm saying? And another question I always had, right, is why these people, like, you know what I'm saying, from different countries be eating centipedes and shit like that. Rabbit hole. Can y'all get some carrots in the chat? Why these big ass centipedes? I never seen a centipede this big in my fucking life. They're gonna make gourmet food out of it.
มีđủ ăn cho nó đủ ăn mày. Ăn ngon. Mãi.
Look, watch this. I wonder what them shits taste like. Hold up for a second. Let me see. Let me make sure we got this all the way HD. Hold up. Ooh, scared of it. He just grabbed that shit. He gonna season that bitch up. Like, why these things are randomly just running around the crib? Like, there's those nice towels on the floor. Yeah, all around, bro. This is what it look like. It almost feels wrong that they would even try to eat these. These things kind of look majestic. And they know they destiny because that's why he's jumping around like this seems wrong. This don't seem right to me. Hold on, let me turn my volume up real quick. They're gonna eat them. My boy right here is gonna eat these shits. I'm telling you, man. Definitely Chinese. It says horror Asian cuisine. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I seen this motherfucker eat doodle one time. I agree, Corey. But watch my boy. Watch how you put it down. You might change your mind after you know what I'm saying. Throw some onions on that bitch. What?
Hàn thay nụ rõ ràng kìa. Nấm bao bồi. Xào ro.
Yeah, these men are savages. I would never eat none of that shit, man. You know? Just his fingernails, just throw some meat out, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'd rather drink water, you know what I'm saying, and eat Jesus's love, you know what I'm saying, before I eat out of this man's house. Straight up. Look at his bones. That's what it's doing to his bones, man, eating this shit. Okay. Vomit. Okay, now, yeah, just like the way we like it. It's in vomit color. Battle. Oh, God. Got some old peppers here. Throw some coffee on top of the shit. Or dried doodle. Why would they fuck up the somehow it feels like he fucking the recipe up. You know what I mean? This is y'all eating in a Chinese restaurant. Don't act like put all that doodle on it. Oh, he's cutting them. It's a morsel.
Phải là vì kia kiếp nhục
They ran out of chicken. That ugly ass nasty piece of wood. Little piece of toenail. Bow in there. Oh hell no, my boy! Don't do that. Oh, you nasty bastard. Oh. Oh, you piece of boy, you know what? That's why you look that way, man. He's like 25 years old. Look how they got the arms up in submission like this. Oh, no, don't do it to me, dog. Where's the white stuff coming from? Guts out. You gotta be messing the recipe up. You throwing cocaine on it? Oh, these niggas is wicked. I'm never gonna eat at your house. These are the same dudes that want to put cocaine on the weed scale. You know these guys? Oh! Not even dead yet. Throwing it in the mix. It's making sound.
Nó thứ siêu. Siêu quá. Chắc chiều hơi thẳng. Ui có chán này. Thế lúc gì mới đắm như vậy họ. Thôi được rồi.
You gotta be a miserable bastard to eat these things. Oh, there's something else to eat. Well, why you keeping them alive like that? You know the horror they facing right now. They just throwing anything up in there. Here you go. I know they're not about to consume this shit. Oh, we got dirt on it. He just randomly just throwing shit in there. Those things are still alive. So you saying, biased, that a roach tastes just like lobster? You know what? I used to have a lot of roaches in my cell when I was in Attica. I ain't gonna lie. I swear on everything I love. I promise you I'm telling you a true story. All stories ain't true, but this one is. You know what I'm saying? And I've never decided, like, one day that one of these roaches might taste like lobster. Never thought about that. Or that centipede does not taste like a lobster or a roach. A roach probably tastes better than this shit. They about to get drunk and eat this shit. How they gonna cook it? Let me see. Like the way. Oh, he is a savage son of a bitch. I wonder what the fuck they saying. Oh, these niggas. Bugs are scared of these motherfuckers. He ate his back off and he's letting them run through the dirt that they concoction that they made here. When they all sticking their fingers in it. You see the random ant running? You just have no compassion. Look at them just tearing through it. Yeah. And they put a live one inside. Oh man. Look how proud of themselves they are. They really proud of themselves. Roach water. It'll have you looking ugly just like us. Oh man. These some savage motherfuckers, man. Ines versus Miss Ill. What's that about? They got another battle. Hey man, I'm about to get up out of here, man. I'm at the 3-hour mark. You know what I'm saying? I went whatever. Let me see what y'all talking about in the chat. To the chat niggas, they still alive. Yo, Captain, these people. I know it's not good to start a sentence up like these people, but yeah, these people. Mainly the Venezuelans I'm talking about. Yo, Venezuela, I don't know how that guy looks exactly like you, the dude that shot you know what I'm talking about. Those ain't ants, they damn centipedes. Yeah, there was an ant on the thing, randomly running to the right. What I'm talking about. Okay, Mac Fendi. Keith Lee just ate raw maggots. It's pinned. It's pinned at the top. Yo, I gotta go. Okay, let me drop the link for Venezuela Reyes, y'all. Let me put it in the community. Let me give Reyes the opportunity to get up here. See what Reyes gotta see, because I want to know what he thinks about that guy pissing on the dude's grave. It's nasty work out here, man. I wouldn't be caught dead eating a centipede. This right here, this video says the moment she realized detectives knew everything. Link is posted on the community wall if you want to join real quick. I'm just keeping the door open for Mr. Venezuela Reyes so he could tell me why the guy that looks like the dude that killed the guy from United Healthcare. You know what I'm saying? What's up with these dudes pissing on graves, man? What's up with that?
Whoa. What's a light-skinned killer? What's that?
What you mean, what's a light-skinned killer?
Why would the prosecutor say he was light-skinned? What is light-skinned?
Venezuelan.
No. What does that mean? Is he's not Caucasian? That's what he's saying? You didn't hear the prosecutor saying he's light-skinned? You didn't hear him say that?
Did you see the picture of him? I just wanted to ask you that.
Yes, but that's not important. It could be anybody. What I'm saying, did you hear the prosecutor when they described the killer? Did you hear how he described him? He didn't say black or white. He said light skinned. What color is light skinned? Are you light skinned? Because you're not black. You're not dark skinned.
Light skinned means it's a black man.
Like a Jazzo type of nigga. Like he's black, but he's mad light. I'm not
Jazzo's Spanish.
He's not Spanish. Hell no. Jazzo tell you to himself. He'd be like, nah, I'm not Spanish, bro. He's black. But
just hypothetically, theoretically, like, what the fuck does this have to do with anything?
I'm saying, like, for sure, is a non-white man, right?
Okay, a non-white man. Okay, I smell what you rock out.
It cannot be a Caucasian killer. We know that for sure, right? Impossible.
Well, we don't know if that man's white or whatever. We just seen it.
Yo, bro, how can he be? Yo, white people deserve the innocent of the doubt. That's what the prosecutor's saying. He can let's just rule out white people out for sure. A white person will not kill a white person, bro.
The innocent of a doubt. You talking about shadow of a doubt?
No, the innocence of a doubt.
Oh, reasonable doubt.
No, there cannot be no reason a white man will kill a white man, bro. No, you gotta erase the possibility. It's impossible, bro. Why? Who would kill a white man, bro? It can't be no white man, bro. Who? Why would he do such a thing, bro? With a silencer at that? Yo, bro, where they get silencers at nowadays? That's some shit you can buy in Walmart.
White men got silencers.
No, they don't, bro. Light-skinned people do.
Now, light-skinned people, I'm saying, like, what? Light-skinned blacks?
Light-skinned darks? What am I, bro? So I can't be white ever? I gotta be light-skinned now?
The benefit of a doubt is what he meant. Okay, right.
How can you be white and have benefits? Hell no. Don't make no sense, bro. It's like that's for like dark skin or light skin people. Benefit, you know, they get like,
it do seem like you're kind of racist though, man. For real.
How am I racist if the prosecutor from looking at a video for sure could prove DNA sample could prove from the video that he's not white?
Oh yeah, they do. They did say that they got a DNA sample out of the garbage. You're right. But that still don't just excuse the fact that you sound pretty racist, man.
How am I racist if I know for sure it's not a dark skinned person?
It sounds like you racist against black people.
Why he didn't rule out black people from committing that crime?
Listen, man, listen.
He could have ruled them out after he'd be like, yo, at least you know it's not a black man.
Okay, let me just excuse me for 1 second, right? I'm gonna need you to get the fuck off my stage, right? All right. Sit tight. Is this nigga racist or what? Is he racist? Type 1 if this man that's up on the stage right now, not me, is racist. This nigga's talking mad shit.
Niggas talking shit. Call now.
What you said, list crawler? Chill, bro.
What? What that mean? List crawler. What's list crawler?
What?
What's list crawler? What's that?
Come on, man. It's a way for women to be free, liberated.
Right, explain.
But whatever. Anyway,
explain.
The guy the white man who you just played, he looked like the killer, bro. That's crazy.
What are you talking? I don't know what you're talking about, bro. You got really.
Yo, you know who the killer looks like? Red White, bro. Yes or no?
Yo, bro, it looks like you. We said it.
No,
earlier.
you don't, bro. Come on, yo. Look how his nose look perforated.
Well, it looks like maybe earlier you was opening the
So
door.
the killer went to get a nose job and got a white man's face.
You was opening up doors for white people earlier, right? And
that's what the killer looks like.
Like a white door opener.
No, like somebody who lives in a high residential building.
Like 5
Who
guard.
the fuck? Yo, bro.
Wait. Like 5 guard?
Hell no. 5 guard wears jewelry around his neck that collects to his nose, that collects to his ears.
That collects his ass.
Yo, bro, I never see that part of the video, bro. Damn, that wasn't on Black TV. What? What?
Hey, listen to this, right?
How you kill a person in front of the Hilton? What? What is that, John Lennon? Last nigga I heard that was John Lennon.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Looks like you.
He got away on the e-bike? That's what they saying on the e-bike?
Hey, man, look like you.
Yo, bro, how you steal an e-bike at that time? You think he was yanking it off that shit? Oh, mad aggressively? Or he paid for it? I did that, nigga. It couldn't be me, because my alibi is intact, bro. I was at work. My alibi is fucking solid, bro.
Hey, yo, Venezuela, they said that he jumped on the fucking scooter and scurried through a
he jumped on an e-bike. Jumped on an e-bike across Brooklyn Bridge, nigga.
Wow.
On an e-bike, bloody. How you do that?
Easy, apparently, in New York. It's not going down that. Listen, I heard.
How you get the e-bike though? Gotta pay for that.
Hey, listen, are they still giving benefits to Venezuelans in New York?
No, the mayor said he's gonna deport them. That's crazy. The black men deporting people is it's crazy.
Who's them? Who's them? Remind me.
Those people, bro. What you mean? Those people.
Ain't you one of those people?
I'm American.
Oh, now you fucking American, huh?
Yeah, I took an oath. Like a cop take an oath, I took an American oath.
Say you American one more time.
American.
You're a fucking Venezuelan migrant. You know what this motherfucker is doing? Guys like that. Eating off the American economy. I mean, like living. This dude that we talking to right there has $17,000 in food stamps. Yeah. $17,000 in food stamps. $17,000 in food stamps. You know what he does? He buys cocaine with this. There's a store around his way, right? He goes to the store with his Venezuelan EBT card. That's American. He says that he says death to Americans. And now Trump is about to sit down and all of a sudden he's American and they're those people. He's one of those people.
A black cop mayor deporting black Africans is the antithesis. It's the summary. It's the summary.
You've been fucking words up all day. You American.
My man, a black cop mayor deporting black Africans is the definitions of racism.
Wait, whoa. How did you become black African? Y'all.
Who is he gonna deport? You think he's gonna deport Spanish people? Negativo.
Well,
yeah,
28th Street still popping.
You think he? What do you think? The dudes selling fucking Louis Vuittons on 42nd, they're not gonna get deported? Them
Bro,
Africans.
they good. They good.
They
Those-
good.
those
They
gonna be
good. Get out of here. Nobody wants to see those people.
Those are the new Mexicans. Trust
No,
me.
they're not, bro. The Mexicans is the new Mexicans.
Fuck it, man. Listen, man. Mexicans doing good.
Yo, you don't find it racism a little bit that a black cop deporting black people?
A black cop. Mayor Eric Adams is the mayor.
He's the cop first.
Well, he's not actually deporting anybody.
He's not. He never retired as a cop. Did you know that?
Blah 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 blah. How did you learn English?
I learned it from DMX. He was a great poet. I say Jay-Z. You notice how I say Jay-Z? No, he's a drug dealer. I say that. And Tupac was a dancer. And Biggie was a cross-eyed fat kid. Weird.
Tupac was an innocent child. Okay, he was an innocent bystander. He was a good man.
That nigga.
Between your shower and this, you need this. FDS Feminine Deodorant Spray has powder to absorb moisture. Use it every day to feel fresh, dry, and confident. FDS. Make it your second deodorant.
What? What's wrong with Tupac?
It's a lot going on. You think he would have been a Republican?
Tupac would definitely been a Republican.
But he would have supported Trump? I don't think so. All that slander he said against him, you think so?
Yeah, why not? I mean, people.
There's a video where he was talking down on them, though.
I know, but Trump used to be a Republican, Democrat too. I mean, people.
I'm saying, but he wasn't talking bad about Pac. Pac was
I mean,
literally.
people's opinions change. People's opinions change all the time.
No, but Pac been in multiple videos dissing them. Multiple, not just one, bro. Multiple. Yeah.
Well, Pac was in a lot of kind of videos. A lot.
Okay, you can't say people change if they dead, bro. Cut that out, bro. Chill.
I'm just saying that you never know. He might have changed his opinion on it.
What? He rolled over his grave? Chill, bro. You can't say nobody changed.
Listen, let me just tell you something, right? I don't get my politics from Tupac, okay?
No, you don't get it from a revolutionary or a black one at that?
Yeah. He was a black revolutionary because nobody else would have wore that bikini. Except for,
you don't know that. You don't know what was going on in the Black Panther meetings.
I bet you got one of those on right now, bro. Show your camera, bro. Show your camera.
What, you want me to show my feet?
Yes. Show me.
I should be on. I swear to God, I should get on OnlyFans doing that, right?
What? Showing your feet?
Yeah, if they dirty or they clean.
How much? I heard there's girls farting in jars and selling that shit for like $1,000.
Making 43 million. You heard? That's the record right now.
Anyway, but back to Tupac, man. Why was his arms cocked back like that? I'm just saying.
I don't know. When he was taking it from girls, you think he was like that too?
What when he was R-wording women with his homies?
Yeah, he got convicted. He didn't win.
Yeah, he was guilty.
He couldn't be around no school. He had to register, right? Yes or no? Oh, he know about what? Why you think he was living in hotels, buddy?
You gotta ask Dr. Jaws about that one, bro.
Hold up. Listen. Why you think he was living in hotels? And he had to buy a house all the way in the hills, all the way up there. Why you think that?
Oh, Lil Uzi?
You had to. Oh my.
What? That's a dope picture, bro. Don't act like you don't got a shirt like that.
Oh shit, bro.
You got that same shirt in your closet, bro.
Oh shit. Yo, the only person I see with that type of shirt is Refrigerator Melly. Looking crazy like that.
Yo, this nigga called him Refrigerator Melly. Oh, I'm stealing that, bro. Refrigerator Melly. You big funky bitch. Come get your shirt from this nigga. I'll spit on Melly. You ugly bitch.
What? Damn, what the fuck? What happened right there?
My bad. I thought you were talking about somebody else. My bad.
I wasn't, but I was.
I got emotional damage. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Boy, I heard or something. You said emotional damage. I heard.
Nah, my back, my.
What? Your neck?
Yo, what's up with your man, bro? What color is that hair? What is that?
Lavender. Lavender pink. That's like the Suki color, right? From Fast and the Furious. He look like Suki, the black
Is that
one.
a hat or a hair?
And he got the diamond on right there.
Shit, damn, man. I gotta get rid of these pictures out of my computer. Ming's the one that sent me these pictures.
Nah, the most gangster part of the best part of this, he got the same necklace as Five God.
No, he got the same necklace as Five God. This one right here, Meek Mill.
Damn, what happened to this nigga's career, bro? This nigga fell off, bro.
I don't want to talk about these guys. Fuck those dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? It's really all about.
There's a lot going on, bro. What happened to Joe Brandon's son getting pardoned? That nigga just lied to mad people, bro. That nigga's a liar.
Hey, yo, you know what? I don't understand how the fuck he get caught on camera smoking crack. And I heard he got caught with a gat.
And he don't go to jail. He's light skinned. I know that he's what's above light skin? What's the color above light skin, bro?
White.
No, come on, bro. That's a class. That's not a color.
White is not a color?
No, that's a social class, bro. What's above?
Come on, bro.
Who the fuck is he?
What class is the white class? Come on, bro. Stop playing. Trailer Park? What's that? What class?
Trailer Park is white trash. See? I told you, right? It's a class of
white trash. Okay, white trash. What
I
about
can't believe this nigga still got the bullet in his ass.
Who?
Hassan, you think they got the bullet out his butt cheeks out?
That wasn't Hassan, bro. That wasn't Hassan, bro. It looked like him.
Look, yo, why that nigga didn't cross over the border? He's a cornball, right? He should have came over.
Hey, listen, let me ask you something, man.
Should have came back.
Serious question, man. What do you feel about niggas pissing on people's graves for YouTube beefs?
I don't know, nigga. What are you gonna talk about dead people for? You think they're not gonna die soon? Once you do that, nah, nigga.
But would you ever waste your time doing some shit like that?
Do you believe?
Don't answer that. I shouldn't have asked him that. It's kind of cool, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm trying to keep him away from his own self. He might fuck up. That shit's long. No freaky. All right, I gotta get ready to get up out of here, man. Salute to Venezuela Reyes, man. He's a puto. I don't know why. All right, it's 12:42. Salute for everybody that's here. New people, salute to the new subs. You know what I'm saying? You know what we do. We do the hard work. We do God's work. All right? Not the hard work. Yeah, Captain. I agree, Corey. Should get deported. It's committing treason. Motherfucker got so much shit to say about America. You know what these motherfuckers do? They eat all this America up. They love America. But they hate America. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck could you love America and hate America at the same time? It just kills me, man. It just kills me, man. All right, this is the last thing that I want to show y'all before we got up out of here, man. We got 17 more minutes. You know what I'm saying? I just want to get Venezuela out of here because he's going to sidetrack me, man. You know what I mean? Ugly people normally do that to me. You know? And just negative. Just nasty, man. Super racist. Just, you know? Dude, that's why I rarely pull him up here, man. I don't let him come up to my channel, man. This man is racist. I don't like racist people. I says the moment she realized detectives knew everything, capital letters.
We have to start from the very beginning. On November 3rd, 2013, at exactly 8:35 p.m., the Cleveland Police Department received a chilling 911
Ohio again, acting up.
911 call.
911, do you need police fire? I can't hear you. What's going on?
The nerve of that fucking Venezuelan. I just can't get it out of my mind now. These motherfuckers that come over here and eat all this good America up. Everybody want heaven, nobody want dead, huh? And then turn around and try to shit on us. America this, America that. And just eat all this America up, man. Shut the fuck up, all right?
Who got shot? My husband,
The voice you have been listening to belongs to a 41-year-old woman by the name of Yuloma Curry Walker. Yuloma just discovered...
Nice to meet you too, Mark. Sit down. Don't type all caps.
...her husband clinging to life on the driveway of their Cleveland home.
Who shot your husband? Oh, God. Please, Ben.
She's doing a good job of acting like she's distraught.
Say the police are coming, ma'am. Please help me. Please help me. Ma'am, police are coming and EMS is coming, okay? They're en route. Okay, stay right here. Don't move. Don't move.
There's some evil fucking people out here.
Move, baby. Don't move. Please don't move.
First responders were dispatched, and within minutes, officers arrived at the Walker residence on Lampson Road. As they approached Yuloma on her driveway, authorities realized that they knew this couple. The victim was actually fellow first responder and lieutenant of the fire department, 45-year-old William Walker. Will was covered in blood. He was still breathing, but his condition was critical due to 3 gunshot wounds to the chest. As they were tending to Will, he mentioned something about a man in the backyard, but was unable to coherently complete his sentence. One of the officers quickly checked the backyard, but it was clear of any threats. Detective Thomas Lynch arrived to help with the investigation. He noticed something odd. Will's keys were found still in the side door. If this was a robbery, why didn't the assailant break into Will's home or vehicle using those keys?
And that's a woman's keys. You already know, man.
Robbery, why didn't the assailant break into Will's home or vehicle using
old nigga
those keys? Aside from the 3 bullets that hit Will, there were several bullets.
You know, them old niggas be having a bunch of keys trying to bag little young girls. Remember Mike Appleseed's like, yo, man, go ahead and go in the trunk, go get you a
That
Pepsi
had
Cola.
struck the side of the house. They also found 4 9mm shell casings scattered around the crime scene. While the investigators collected the evidence, Will was loaded into the ambulance and transported to Metro Health's emergency center. Yuloma was riding shotgun. Once they arrived, the officers took note of Yuloma's appearance. Strangely, she had no blood on her. This lack of blood made it clear that Yuloma failed to provide any first aid assistance to her dying husband, despite being a nurse herself. The officers attempted to speak with her, but they were interrupted by bad news. Will's injuries proved to be fatal, and on November 3rd, 2013, at 11:42 p.m., just 3 hours after the 911 call was placed, Lieutenant William Walker was pronounced dead.
45-year-old William Walker was a 15-year veteran with the department. Walker was shot several times in the driveway of his Cleveland home last night.
Walker's neighbor tells us she heard 5 shots.
And here is what else we have learned. Sources connected to the investigation say Walker had a laceration wound in addition to multiple gunshot wounds in his chest. He died at Metro Health Medical Center. Walker's colleagues say he leaves behind a wife and 2 children.
Following Will's death, the police brought Yuloma into the station for further questioning.
So the reason we asked you to come down is because
They said he had a slash on him too. That's
we
weird.
never really got a chance to talk with you about, your
They better not say it was on his neck.
Will's lip together.
Yuloma and Will met back in 2005. They instantly felt a connection. They were both single parents, each having 2 children from previous marriages. And they both had similar social circles due to their professions, Yuloma as a nurse and Will as a firefighter. In early 2013, Yuloma was diagnosed with breast cancer. This pushed the couple to finally get married, partially so Yuloma would be covered under Will's insurance benefits.
William was just a great person. Unbelievable. I'm not going to say he was perfect, but he was my perfect. I just want to find out what happened.
I know this isn't easy. How about, can we just go through what happened?
On the night of the shooting, the 2 were packing their belongings for their upcoming move to a new home in Madison, Ohio. Just before 8:30 p.m., Yuloma asked Will to get some dinner from a nearby McDonald's. Upon his return, Yuloma heard shots fired and Will screaming outside. After running outside and...
Wait a minute. It was her idea for the McDonald's?
8:30 p.m., Yuloma asked Will to get some dinner from a nearby McDonald's. Upon his return, Yuloma heard shots fired and Will screaming outside. After running outside and finding Will on the ground, she noticed a suspicious stranger while she was dialing 911.
It was one guy. I don't remember what he looked like. And I asked him, what did he want? I don't remember. That's the only person I remember.
Was he close to you? Did he approach you?
He came
You ain't asking somebody what they want after you see your husband get shot 4 times. Hi, what do you want? While your husband's sitting there dying. Nah. Bro, it's wicked. There's some wicked motherfuckers out here, man. Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up, man.
In the driveway.
Officers instantly had an idea of who this
Is she guilty? Type ones in the chat if she's guilty, man.
mysterious person may be. Will and Uloma's neighbor was a 27-year-old man named Rex Coleman. Rex had an extensive criminal record and had multiple armed robberies under his...
Wait a minute.
He came in the driveway.
Officers instantly had an idea of who this mysterious person may be. Will and Uloma's neighbor was a 27-year-old man named Rex Coleman. Rex had an extensive criminal record and had multiple armed robberies under his belt. He also owned an auto dealership that Will was in the process of purchasing 2 vehicles from. However, after paying $10,000 for one of them, the vehicle never arrived. The detectives asked Uloma if this conflict ever led to a confrontation between Rex and Will. She said no. However, there was a heated altercation between Will and some of Rex's acquaintances.
There was no physical altercation or anything, just yelling and screaming.
We were yelling and screaming.
She couldn't remember what this altercation was about, but from that point on, Will always carried a gun whenever he left his home.
Something had happened and William had gotten his gun from underneath the bed. He took Pepe outside.
At the dog.
Following this interview, they hunted Rex down and brought him to the station for questioning. He denied any involvement in Will's shooting and provided an alibi, a pizza date with his girlfriend. Police were able to confirm this alibi, and nothing suspicious was found while looking through Rex's phone. Therefore, Rex Coleman...
She thought she was going to throw it on Rex because they had their little altercation about the car. Now, if y'all don't understand, his next door neighbor is Rex. Rex owns this dealership or this body shop or whatever. Will paid them $10,000 to get some cars or whatever, and one of them never showed up. So she's trying to make that as,
Coleman was ruled out as a suspect. This lead didn't pan out, but it wasn't long before detectives had another name on their radar. After setting up an anonymous tip line, the police received multiple tips telling them to look into somebody named Chad. However, they provided no last name, no address, nothing, just the name Chad. The investigators reached out to Uloma and asked her if she knew anybody by that name. She said that her daughter Jackie actually had a boyfriend named Chad, and that the two were at Chad's mom's house on the night of the shooting. When speaking with Jackie, the detectives found it odd that she also wouldn't provide Chad's last name, but they were easily able to track this information down. His name was Chad Paget. The detectives spoke to all 3 of them, Uloma, Jackie, and Chad, about Chad's relationship with Will. They all said essentially the same thing, that Chad and
Don't tell me her and her daughter was both
Will
down
got
with this
along
shit.
just fine. However, when asking Will's coworkers about this relationship with Chad, they all said the opposite, that Will thought Chad was a lazy punk that's not good enough for Jackie. These contradictory statements puzzled the detectives. Why were Uloma and Jackie vouching for Chad if he was clearly on Will's bad side? Everything so far was pointing to Chad being involved, but since
Word, hating ass little nigga. See, he got a little
he and
bag.
Jackie corroborated each other's alibis, authorities let him go. Soon after interviewing Chad, results came back from the crime lab, and it turns out that there was a
twin.
fingerprint on one of the shell casings. However, this fingerprint didn't match anything in the criminal database, and even if it belonged to Chad, there was no way to know since Chad refused to provide his DNA and fingerprints. Therefore, Chad was placed on the back burner while the investigation continued. In the days following Chad's interview, a vigil was held for Will.
This little
Hundreds packed Lamson Avenue for a candlelight vigil.
This one is wicked, y'all.
For Cleveland firefighter Lieutenant William Walker.
Heavenly Father, we just ask that you watch over his family in this particular time of need.
He was a great firefighter, great paramedic. He represented us well. And I could tell you this, that I'm a better man for having known Will Walker.
I'm really emotional right now, but I just want to thank everyone for coming out to support my brother. He would gladly, and I know he's gladly appreciating this right now. Thank you. I love you, Will.
I put my life on the line for the fire department. I've never done the things that he's done for this community.
And somebody know what happened. And they're listening right now. So you will be caught.
Not long after, there was also a memorial held by Will's fellow firefighters to honor his memory before he was laid to rest.
Not a single person had a bad word to say about Lieutenant William Walker. Just about an hour ago, he was let out by a procession of firefighters with his casket as they came out of public auditorium. They took the casket into a fire truck where the lights and sirens were going, and they took him off.
He was a great family man, real silly. That's what I'm gonna miss about him. He used to make me laugh a lot. We had the same sense of humor.
Over the next year, the case slowly went stagnant. Several more leads were looked into, but each of them only led to a dead end. Uncertain of what move to make next, they brought Uloma back in for another interview as a last-ditch effort for new information.
Was there anything going on at the time? Was there anything that we should be, focusing on?
I just want to find out what happened.
Okay, well, that's what we're trying to do. Hey, was there anything going on with finances?
We didn't have a problem.
How's your health been? Your health all right?
I've been to the doctor.
Oh, here we go.
Yes, no problem.
The detectives found it very strange that someone diagnosed with late-stage breast cancer hadn't gone into the doctor recently. After this interview, they looked into Uloma's medical records. They
Oh, man, don't tell me this bitch ain't even have breast cancer.
determined that she hadn't been to a doctor in over a year. In fact, it turns out that there was zero history
Cost per treatment, $1.2 million.
of her undergoing chemo or any cancer treatment at all. Authorities quickly realized
Interest accrued, $32,000. Monthly payment due, $2,300.
that her late-stage breast cancer diagnosis was a complete lie. This led investigators to dig deeper into Uloma's records, including her financial records.
Wow, she was using this dude from the beginning.
And it turns out that she had amassed a significant amount of debt using a plethora of credit cards. For a moment, the investigators thought that they were
Irresponsible bitch.
onto something big. Perhaps Uloma had faked her diagnosis so that Will would marry her. And once married, she killed Will to collect his life insurance payout, thus solving her crippling financial situation. But they quickly learned that the beneficiary for Will's life insurance wasn't even Uloma, but rather his ex-wife Rita. Uloma
Oh, shit. Checkmate.
didn't receive a dime. Did Uloma think that she would receive that money? Otherwise, why would she kill Will if it wasn't for money? Was Uloma really involved in Will's death after all? Investigators needed more information if they ever wanted to answer these questions. So in December of 2014, the Cuyahoga Police Department and the Cleveland Fire Department offered a $10,000 cash reward in exchange for any information about Will's murder that leads to an arrest.
We sincerely hope that someone
He knew she wasn't shit. That's why he didn't put on his life insurance.
will step forward and provide some information to solve these senseless crimes.
After notifying the public about the cash reward, a new tip came in from someone named Isaiah. Apparently, Isaiah had been approached by none other than Chad Padgett, who asked if he would carry out a hit in exchange for money. Isaiah denied this offer. With this new information, police now had probable cause for a search warrant of Chad's phone records. They noticed that around the time of the shooting, Chad was constantly communicating with Jackie and another unknown number. Police were able to trace this phone number back to a man named Ryan Doherty. Ryan Doherty was notorious in Lieutenant Walker's neighborhood for his colorful history of robberies and burglaries. In fact,
oh boy.
At this point in the investigation, Ryan was serving a 17-year prison sentence for robbing a Family Dollar store and shooting a cashier in the stomach, less than 3 weeks after Will was killed. Officers wanted to build as strong of a case as possible before moving
but a gangster
in on any suspects, so they obtained search warrants for Jackie, Ryan, and Uloma's phone records as well.
So he doing 17 years and now he get pinched for this shit.
They then worked with the FBI to create a clear map showing the exact location of these cell phones.
He had light at the end of this tunnel in the beginning. 17 years, he's like, you know what, I could do that. You know what I'm saying? Now he about to get life.
Throughout the night of the shooting, and the exact times that they were communicating with each other.
Unless he cooperates. We always have that, right? You know, they love snitching, man. These gangsters, man, as soon as they get caught, they be fucking singing like a canary.
I like vanilla ice, the people are sick of me. They put my boom boom down in 4 months. My brother'll be back in Canada working a day job with a burger crown.
It revealed that right before the time of the shooting,
fucking rats,
Chad and Ryan had made their way from the west side of Cleveland, where Chad's mom's residence is, to the east side of Cleveland, directly toward the Walker residence. And at 8:30 p.m., Chad sent a text to a group chat that included him, Jackie, and Yuloma.
Self-incrimination all the time.
The text read, "We got a body." The evidence was beginning to paint a very clear picture of how this crime was executed, so Chad was detained and brought down to the station for questioning.
Yeah. We got a body.
The first thing they do is confront Chad with the
I got a body. We got a body.
Cell phone location data. His story immediately changed. Now he says that one of his friends, a person whose identity we will not be sharing, drove him to the Walker residence where Chad had stashed some marijuana. Ryan and Doherty tagged along.
They don't talk.
Your mom's house. So you leave from over there in Denison. You get over to the east side. Tell me what happened.
After picking up the goods, Chad and Ryan went outside to make the exchange.
Went up on the porch, got my stuff. So Ryan what it was.
As they walked back to the car, Will pulled into his driveway, parking just out of Chad's view. When Ryan saw this, he suddenly started walking towards the driveway.
He didn't say nothing. That's the thing. Ryan didn't say nothing at all. Nothing. It was just,
oh God.
When I walked down the street, he told me, he's like, bro, like, I got you. You don't say nothing. I'm like, no, I truly did not know.
You didn't hear any gunshots?
No. And I know the sounds of gunshots.
Chad says that he only found out about Lieutenant Walker's murder later that night.
On the porch, I see Jackie's in there crying and everything, and she told me, like, look, guess Will's dead. Like, what you mean? That's when 2 and 2 got in my head. Me too.
While telling this story, Chad didn't realize that the detectives knew about the "We Got a Body" text. They gave him one last chance to fess up.
This could be an opportunity for you to determine kind of like your fate from here on out.
I don't have nothing to do with this stuff. Okay.
Since Chad continued to be untruthful, the detectives decided that they had had enough.
What's going on? Not bag murder.
Gonna be both. Right,
That's right. Didn't do nothing, though, like, for real. Okay. I really did not do nothing.
Stand up.
Nigga, stand up.
You probably didn't go
On the man up.
quite how you anticipated, right?
I've never even did nothing.
Following this interview, Chad Padgett was charged.
Yeah, but he gonna have a change of heart. I bet he be. As soon as he get a Newport in the system and a can of Coke, it's over.
For the murder of Lieutenant William Walker. His DNA samples and fingerprints were finally collected. The fingerprints were then compared to the ones found on the shell case at the crime scene. It was a match, suggesting that Chad was the one who loaded the gun. After being thrown in jail for a few days, Chad's mother contacted the detectives, saying that Chad
wants to talk.
Wanted to speak with them again. He was ready to tell the full
Got that outfit on now.
Truth.
Wherever you feel comfortable, sir. I've been with that girl for 6 years. Non-stop. On and off. Right. We've been cool. I met her mom a bunch of times. She seemed pretty cool.
Apparently, Yuloma, Chad, and Jackie were all in the car together when Yuloma first mentioned the idea of killing Will.
One thing.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Dropped off at work. Picked her up. She asked me a question. She asked me, did I want to make like $10,000? I said, I did. She asked me to, I don't know how to put it. How she asked me? She asked me to kill Will.
Yuloma told them that Will had been physically abusing her and that the only way out of this abusive relationship was to get rid of him.
The man I was on $10,000 to do this. Money was running through my head.
Yuloma told them that Will had a $100,000 life insurance policy and that they would get paid once the job is done.
I said, I can't do it, but I might know somebody. She said, okay.
Oh, God. Man, these niggas is lost.
Okay, that's cool.
Yuloma then gave Chad a $1,000 deposit to search for a person to complete the job. Chad had initially presented the offer to his friend Isaiah, but after he rejected the proposal, he turned to his cousin, 22-year-old Christopher Hine, who was known to be an arms dealer on the streets. Chris then put Chad in contact with Ryan Doherty, who he enlisted to carry out the killing.
Okay, so I was like, would you be able to do something for some money? He was like, what's up? I asked him, is he able to kill Will for some money? He said yes.
You didn't get $10,000.
I'm probably want to say altogether about 2,500.
And of that $2,500, Ryan get.
That's fucking crazy, man.
500, and I still owe him 100. He was on my back about it.
Chad's interview was wrapped up, and Chris and Ryan were immediately tracked down and brought into the station by police. Chris was very forthcoming, telling the detectives the same story that Chad did, and then some. According to Chris, he was originally set to execute the plan in October of 2013, just a month before Will's death. He even went to Will's home on Lamson Road, but lost his nerve and couldn't fire the weapon. That's when he reached out to Ryan to carry out the hit, offering him a mere $800 and an assortment of paraphernalia. Ryan was much less cooperative during his interview. The detectives began questioning him, but without hesitation, he denied all of the allegations.
He said Kill Bill is the one that fucking Kill Will is the one that shot him.
The interview ended there, as Ryan would not provide any further information. Considering the "we got a body" text in the group chat, it seemed that Jackie was also closely involved in her stepfather's death. The detectives were now ready to speak with
shit. The daughter too?
With her again. Jackie initially claimed that she had no knowledge of the murder plot. However, detectives confronted her with all of the evidence, which prompted her to hop on the confession bandwagon. She opened up and confirmed what Chad and Chris had said, that Uloma claimed she was being abused and was the leader of the operation. Chad was the middleman, Chris was the arms dealer, and Ryan was the shooter. As for the driver, Chad, Chris, and Jackie all said that he was not told the real purpose of the trip and truly believed that they were just going to fetch some marijuana. When Chad and Ryan re-entered the car, they told him to hurry up since they had just robbed someone. Furious, he ordered both men out of his car. They complied and their friend drove off. The two then took the train home, back to the west side of Cleveland to meet up with Jackie and Chris. Wow. Jackie also told the detectives that after everything was all said and done, Uloma never actually paid anybody the full amount that they were promised. Jackie was then also taken into custody, so there was only one person left,
Uloma fucked all their lives up.
However,
old, wicked, ugly broad.
There was one problem. Authorities were struggling to find Uloma. Any attempts to reach out to her were met with no response. In an attempt to hunt her down,
her daughter go down, everybody.
Police reached out to Uloma's inner circle, and apparently a close friend of hers had reason to believe that Uloma had fled the state. She said that several months after the shooting, Uloma had asked her to help store some of her family's belongings. The friend agreed and rented a storage unit for about $800. However, after storing the belongings, Uloma went on a road trip to North Carolina. She never reimbursed the friend and had not been seen since. Police later found out that one of the belongings Uloma left behind was actually Will's car. The most shocking part was that his remains were found in the back seat. After collaborating with North Carolina state law enforcement, in just 3 days, Uloma was
Wait a minute.
Was actually Will's car. Police later found out that one of the belongings Uloma left behind was actually Will's car. The most shocking part was that his remains were found in the back seat. After collaborating with North Carolina state law enforcement, in just 3 days, Uloma was located and transported back to Cleveland, Ohio. As soon as she arrived, she was re-interviewed by Cleveland police, and this time, there was no holding back.
Remember Sandoval?
It's
been a while.
This bitch
Obviously, there have been some developments along the way.
You are a person that we consider involved in the murder of William Walker. It is considered an aggravated murder case because it was planned. At this time, do you care to make any statements about our investigation into the murder of William Walker?
Not without an attorney.
Okay.
With Uloma being uncooperative, she was swiftly arrested. Her and her 4 co-conspirators were all charged with aggravated murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and 2 counts of felonious assault. During their arraignments, each person pled not guilty and was assigned a $1 million bond.
You wish to enter a not guilty plea. Not guilty plea is accepted.
Bond is set $1 million.
However, leading up to Uloma's trial, her alleged accomplices would all eventually turn against her. Chad, Chris, Ryan, and Jackie all agreed to testify against Uloma for a lesser sentence as part of a plea deal. Uloma's trial officially began in June of 2017. The prosecution's plan was to show that this murder was all about money. They suggested that although Ryan Doherty had ultimately pulled the trigger, Uloma's surmounting money problems is what led her to orchestrate Will's murder. Uloma's defense team would go on to deny the allegations against her. They suggested that Uloma was a victim of Will's domestic abuse and that Jackie, in an attempt to protect her mother, had actually cooked up the murder plan. They also argued that the 4 testimonies of those involved in the murder lacked credibility and that they were only pinning this crime on Uloma to lessen their own sentences. On July 7th, 2017, after a 10-day trial, the jury had come to a decision and the verdict was presented to the court. Uloma Curry Walker was found guilty of aggravated murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and both counts of felonious assault. Her
evil bitch.
Sentencing took place about a month later, on August 8, 2017, and she was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Chad Padgett's aggravated murder charge was dropped to involuntary manslaughter, and he was sentenced to 28 years in prison. On top of his 17-year sentence,
damn, in New York, they would have got 5 to 15.
From his previous convictions, Ryan Doherty was sentenced to life with the possibility of parole after.
Told you.
For 23 years. Christopher Hines was sentenced to 18 years in prison. And since Jackie was still a minor at the time of the crime, she was sentenced in juvenile court and spent 1 month locked up at a juvenile detention center before being released.
Mom's locked up for life. All right, y'all have a good night, man. I got to get ready to get up out of here, man. Salute to everybody, man, that pulled up tonight. I'll get with y'all soon, you know. Mac me. True story. All stories ain't true, but this one is. All right, peace.